Hello, everybody. There's a Coco over here. I see Marion Ravenwood is in the chat. Coco insisted on jumping up on my lap and was holding me up because she's being adorable. So, Coco is climbing all over the chair and all over me. Hello, everybody. Sorry I am late. It is 8 o'clock. Coco has just jumped off the chair finally. I was finishing... Oh, God, I just broke every... No, I didn't break anything. Well, hello. I just finished doing Yellow Jackets. I had to edit it up. This has been the longest last 24 hours, 36 hours of my life. Maybe not that long, but I have gotten like 3-4 hours of sleep in the last 2 days, and all I've done is react and edit because I'm trying to get back into getting lots of content out, and I've been dieting and doing my fasting and getting back into working out, so I'm like, my mind will stay focused and I'll be more productive if I just keep doing stuff. So I've been doing stuff, lots of stuff. Let me just jump in here, put my like up. Everyone liked the video. If you haven't, we're almost halfway already. We're almost halfway, but I did every episode of Cobra Kai before it even hit noon yesterday. I edited up every episode. Then I had to go to the arcade for 2 hours, came back home, right in time for Severance at 9 o'clock, watched that, which was an hour, edited that up, took me 2 hours, finally went to sleep at like 2 in the morning. And then I got up again at like 6 o'clock in the morning to get ready for Yellow Jackets. And I also did a Cobra Kai bonus video because there's like an Inside the Dojo thing, which I then watched and edited up too. I also did my weigh-in. If you guys didn't see that, I did my body transformation weigh-in video. So many videos, and literally like in between I slept 4 hours. I slept from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. and that's all I've slept in the last 2 days. So you can see I'm still high energy and everything, but I know I did it intentionally to, keep busy, but also there's just so much stuff to do. I don't think I've ever had 3 shows the same. Like, even if I had 3 shows running at the same time, they were usually spaced out, like a Wednesday and a Sunday and a Monday or something like that. So I had days in between. Cobra Kai dropped at 3 a.m. The same day Severance dropped at 9 p.m. And then Yellow Jackets came out, I'm pretty sure at midnight last night, but I was just like, I need to sleep a little. But had I I honestly didn't know Yellow Jackets dropped at midnight. I thought it was coming out tonight. So that is why I wasn't sure what to do with the live stream. But then my sister was like, surprise, surprise, it dropped at midnight. Happily, I did not know that, or I would have probably stayed up and just never slept at all. But here we are, late for the live stream. And all is well. I caught up on my Happy Marriage this week, finally. Loved the original Highlander movie. I do agree as well. Holly Mac, I recently saw your list. I've talked about your original list of 10. I saw it a while ago, but there's a couple awesome movies that I have seen on your top 10 list. You have very similar taste to me. I'm trying to remember what they were specifically, but I remember being like, we talked about Renaissance Man and everything from your first top 10, but there was so many movies that I adore that are on your top 10 that I've seen so many times where I'd react to them again. But either way, let us set the clock and get everything rolling because I haven't eaten and I want to get rolling. And if we hit the 50 likes, we'll do it. No problem. But I just don't want to procrastinate too long because I plan on this going 2 hours tops. And then if I order sushi by 10:30, you know the rule. If I order sushi by 10:30, we're good. And I am rewarding myself tonight with glorious platter of sushi because I have literally done so many reactions. I want to just eat sushi. And tomorrow, I just got to edit. The Yellow Jackets dropped 2 episodes. I didn't realize that. I thought one was coming out on Sunday. They dropped both yesterday or today. So I'll probably just do that tomorrow. But that's all I got to do tomorrow is post videos on Patreon and then edit Yellow Jackets. But I'm definitely enjoying some sushi tonight and taking it easy after this. Not that... I mean, it's already going to be like 10 o'clock. By the time I pick up my sushi and settle down, it'll probably be almost to 11:30. So it's not like I get to do a whole lot, but at least I could eat sushi. Ninja Master is here. Let's say hi to everybody. Neil, Marion Ravenwood, Ninja Master. I saw Star and Vero G. I also saw Holly Mac 79. I think Colvin was up there. I saw Patricia. Who else we got? I saw a bunch of names earlier in the chat. Clever Name I Made is here as well. There's Patricia. There's Colvin. And Bidet. Oh, that's me. I'm like, I see ViewMasters. That's me writing. I think I got everybody that was writing in the chat. If I missed anybody, let me know that I missed you. There's a lot of things I think people were just... I liked Barbies and Nintendo. I'm trying to read... And all of the official MGM Wizard of Oz Anniversary Doll collections. I remember those. I think Marion might have had some. I've never seen First Night. First Night is a good movie. I saw a Sean Connery thing. I taped Dragon Ball... Is that Dragon Ball and GT since the first appearance of Magic Boo? I think that's supposed to be Dragon Ball Z. I think I said Neil too, my good friend Neil. Everybody liked the video. I think there was a time... Oh, there it is. Timestamp is 1:14:17. There is 1 minute left post-break. There is 1 minute left. Post-break starts at 1:29:15. Is that right? Am I reading that right? There is 1 minute left. Timestamp is 1:14:17. I don't know if I'm reading that like a crazy person. Coco, where'd you go? Where'd you go, Coco? She's in here. Oh, there you are. What are you doing? Why are you going that way? Why are you going that way? That's bizarre. She usually jumps up on the tree over here. Come here. You want to come up here? No? What are you doing? She's like being super hyper weird. She's like licking her lips and she usually jumps up on the tree this way. There's like little stairs. She went around the long way. What are you doing in there? What are you doing? You okay? She's almost acting like an animal acts when they like caught a mouse or something, but I know she didn't. But it's like that. Like she's being like super shadester, like she's up to something. She like never goes in there. She, instead of jumping up the stairs to get up the tree this way, she went around the back way and jumped 3 stories up one way and then jumped inside the house, and she's peeking out like she did something wrong, like she's guilty. I don't know what she's doing, but I mean, she's in there. She's having a good time, apparently. She's all good in the hood. I'm sitting at a random deli north of Malibu watching a live stream, eating this food all by myself. Why? I might have missed it earlier, Marion, but why are you all by yourself at a random deli? And especially on Valentine's Day. Why on Valentine's Day are you all by yourself at a deli? Also, those of you who saw Cobra Kai, phenomenal. I got it out in record-breaking time because I didn't drink alcohol. Usually I pound shots, and by the 5th episode, I am totally annihilated, and then I usually get lazy and finish 2 or 3 edits, and then I just give up and do it the next day. But I was on point. I went to sleep early. I was focused. I didn't drink, and I ran through that shit. Phenomenal. And I think my views have already gotten like record high for me. I did 4 videos. There were 5 episodes. I broke 2 episodes down in one. So there were 4 videos, 5 counting the Inside the Dojo. And the ones I posted yesterday, because Inside the Dojo I did today, averaged like over 10,000 views a piece. One of them was almost up to 18,000 when I last looked. That is one of my highest videos in a while as far as like reactions go. So I was quite pleased with that. It makes me feel good to get up and spend so much time when I actually see results. I hate when I do something like that and I don't see results. Then it like feels like a kick in the crotch. And that kind of show you can't watch. 1 minute left before the break. Yes, 1 minute till the break. I stopped a minute short of the break. Why did I do that? Is there another break? Oh. Oh, there is a break. What is that? The character. I didn't realize that. There's a break. I didn't even realize that when I stopped. What is in the middle there? Let me read this. I honestly saw the break in the middle here. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm looking at. Let me move the thing. So it's even shorter than I thought. I thought I honestly, it's even shorter than I thought. I thought the break started, like, see this? I didn't see all this. I saw this notch right here and just assumed that was the break. And I was like, oh, 129. I intended on leaving 15 minutes for the live stream. So you're telling me we only have like an hour and 5 minute live stream. This is way, I mean, I guess it's fitting considering we started late and everything. We basically have an hour and 5 minute live stream is what I'm understanding here. I just can't believe that I accidentally stopped a minute short. I would, if I'd known that, I would have just finished up the last minute on YouTube. But oh well. Pass break restarts at one. What's the middle part? Because they left the character intros. You already seen it. It's the character intros. Got it. Ah, back when they had a stricter time limit. But speaking of which, M. Gormley, now that I know we have plenty of time, we basically have an hour and 5 minute live stream. I'm going to really procrastinate. Not a lot. I mean, we're going to jump in soon because I know some of you have things to do and we are jumping on late. It's not like a 6 o'clock stream like usual, but we only have an hour and 5 minutes. What is the actual format? Is there going to be any live? I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, we're getting it done quicker, I guess. But we have not got an episode over 3 hours yet. I didn't want to look far, like, ahead because I didn't want to ruin it. But is there episodes that start getting over 3 hours, or did they keep it to like under 3 hours for a while? I'm just curious. Post break restarts. Where are the back? We're on the back burner now. We're the back burner now. You already seen it. Jay, have you heard anything about monetization? Clever. I just reapplied for monetization literally this morning. I was seeing all the views I was getting on Cobra Kai and I'm like, oh my God, back when I used to monetize, I would have made like $100 off of all the, like, I feel like it equates to every 1,000 views, you get like $10, give or take. I can't remember because I haven't been monetized in so long. It used to be like every 1,000 views, you'd get like $5 to $10 in advertisement, like in, in money, like monetization from the advertising. I feel like I broke it down where it was like $5 every 1,000 views. I accumulated like 40 or 50,000 views in the last 24 hours, which, if my math is correct, would have equated to several $100s. So I was like, God damn it. Had I thought ahead, I mean, I thought about it and I was like, I probably should do this, but I honestly didn't expect Cobra Kai to get that big of results. Like I thought I'd get a couple thousand views. Like everything else I do gets a couple thousand views, which is nice. But like, if I knew this, I would have a month ago reapplied for monetization. I'm expecting, however, to get denied because I honestly didn't do anything different to my channel except I stopped doing clip outs for the last year. But I still have all the clip outs that I had done from previous years, and my sister ran into the same problem where they made her erase all of the clip outs she had done throughout her entire life on YouTube. So I wanted to see first, because every 30 days you could reapply. And being as I already missed the boat on Cobra Kai, I was like, let me reapply right now and see if I just get away with it, because I hate to go through all of my videos and erase like I've probably done 100 clip out videos, which I kind of enjoy. And if I don't have to erase them, I'd rather not, but there's a very strong chance I will have to erase them all. And it'll be not only time consuming to go through and find them all and erase them, but it would be sad because I would lose all those views. Some of them have like, I mean, granted, it's just clip outs, so it's not my content, but it's just like I like going on my dashboard and saying you have like 30 million views. If I erase all those, I'm easily going to lose a couple million views, but it is what it is. If I have to, I will, because not being able to monetize is way worse. I'm probably losing. I told my sister when I did my taxes last year, I literally think I lost like $3,000 or $4,000 by not monetizing, because I have over 3,000 videos on YouTube. Even if I got like $1 a video a month, like, you continue to get revenue because people go back and watch old videos. Even if I got even if I got 50 cents a video or a quarter a video every month, it equates to like several $100s. And I feel like I was making like 200 or 300 off of ad revenue that I haven't done in like going on almost 2 or 3 years now. I haven't been able to monetize, and I didn't care. But doing my taxes and realizing it, I've probably over the course of 2 years lost over $5,000 by not having ad revenue. It adds up. The big money I make, well, not big money, but like I make more off of Patreon, and it's easier to not have to, like, if I monetize, I got to edit the videos more. Like I edit the videos now, like really quick. I throw them up. I usually get a copyright claim, but they allow it as long as you allow them to take your revenue. So I've just been letting other companies take my ad revenue so I don't have to edit it as much. Like my sister probably has to edit way more meticulously, where I just go like clip, clip, clip. I mean, I still do good work of like making it flow, but I put like stuff that I probably wouldn't normally get away with. Like Yellow Jackets had a bunch of 80s songs in it. They were like, it's totally fine that you have these 80s songs in it, but you're giving the money to the people who wrote the 80s songs. And I'm like, let them have it. I don't care. It's just money. But now it is starting to factor in. Tax season's coming up again, and I probably lost another couple $1,000s by not just basically it comes down to just going through my videos, but there's 3,000 plus, but I have to like quickly run through them and just erase all the clip outs, and it should work. My fear is that I do all that work and erase all those videos and they go, nope, we're still not monetizing you, and then I will be angry and I will breathe fire and murder people. Braylon Gomes, will you watch Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 3 Episode 16? What is that? Does it exist? If it does, I will watch it, because I am under the impression there was only 15 episodes and they definitely had a finale. Is there going to be a 16th episode, Braylon Gomes? Because I don't believe that is a thing. I know there's a movie coming out, Karate Kid Legends, which people have told me is now connected to the universe. Originally, they said it wasn't going to be connected to the Cobra Kai universe. Now it is 3 years later, and it is, apparently. I have not heard that confirmed, but people in the comments told me it has been confirmed that it is connected to the universe 3 years later. And then somebody told me there's a good chance they're making a Cobra Kai movie, like in the distant future, not anytime soon, probably like 2 years, 3 years down the road. That would be lovely. I watched all of part 3 last night, Marion. Yes, I saw your comments. I was just reacting and I couldn't talk to you. But Kreese and Silver blowing up on the ship. Oh, Jesus Christ. I hope I didn't just spoil that for people. Probably shouldn't have said that. But the way they went out, I thought was handled well, because it gave redemption and it also took one bastard out, and there just wasn't enough time to do anything else. I feel like they were like really trying to like, tie everything up. I, for one, am looking forward to the returning of the Radiator Fund. I didn't even think of that, Ninja. I was just looking at monetizing my videos. But you're right. We will be able to do AdSense again, have the Radiator Fund again. Like, we have this. You guys have seen this. I had this for a while. I just honestly always forget to pop it up. But there's Venmo. There's Stream Elements. And there's a browser where if you subscribe, a snowman comes up, because I haven't changed it in forever. But I've always had those things. But it's just nice to have the not the AdSense. Well, AdSense is what is the monetization. What is it called? Super chats. We used to do super chats and stuff. We don't do super chats anymore. But let's get this clock set right. First off, let me not blow your ears off. Let me mute this. Well, this has got to go to an 11. Oh, Coco went into her bed. You guys could see Coco in her bed. She apparently came out of her hole. Look at Coco. Marion, see Coco? Look at her little nose. We're going to put it right there. So it looks like she's nosing the side of the screen. Coco this morning. Oh, I shouldn't say her name too loud or she might look at me. I'm not kidding you. That this morning, she was the wildest I think I've ever seen in my life, to the point where I literally almost was afraid of her. She was like running around the room like she had snorted coke.
Oh, God.
She was running around the room like she had snorted cocaine. It was, mind you, I went to sleep at 2 a.m. The reason I woke up at 6 a.m. is she was going nuts. She was, there's, she has a routine. She usually gets up around 6:30 because Jesse gets up with Robbie. Robbie gets up early, showers, does his thing. He usually leaves for work like 6:30, 6:45. Then Jesse will feed the kittens. So she knows she usually gets fed around 6:30, 6:45. I don't know what happened, but around 6:15, which is 30 minutes earlier, my door was shut so she couldn't get out. And she was just running in circles, like at the speed of light, just running around the room, jumping on the side of my bed, going around the back, up into the tree, back down the tree. And then she was going into the corner right by my head where I sleep. And my bed is like, I think you guys have seen my bed. I have a giant platform bed that actually has my mattress inside it. So like there's a cat tree that comes up the side and stuff. If you haven't seen it, I'm pretty sure I posted it in the Discord once, but I'll do it again if you haven't seen. It's an awesome setup. But she will go on the sides and like kind of kick off her back paws and do like some crazy thing and lay on her side. She only does it in the front. She was doing it right by my head, up by the top. And like looking back like this at me, and she was just going like that, staring right in my face. And I like woke up to that, and I was like, you're freaking me out, because it was almost like I thought she was going to start swiping at me playfully, but she's not declawed, and I haven't clipped her nails in a while, so they are like razor sharp. And I was like, oh my God, if she all of a sudden just like flips over and goes the other way, she's going to like decimate me. And I literally was like, hun, you okay? And then I went to pet her, and she was like, whack, 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 whack. Like she thought we were playing. Like she was slap fighting me to death. And I clawed up my hands pretty good. I was bleeding everywhere. And I'm like, well, I might as well take a shower and get up and start my day, because I am afraid to sleep. And then Jesse opened the door, fed the cat, and she went to sleep. It's like, I literally think she was just extra hungry and lost track of time and thought she was supposed to be fed, and then destroyed my life. I stopped halfway through season 4, waiting for it to end, and haven't restarted yet. There was a full moon last night. Maybe that is part of it. Possibly. Coco zoomies. Attack on Titan is amazing. I saw there was a new movie. Jay, have you seen Attack on Titan? I have only seen of the first couple episodes, and I don't remember any of it. I don't remember names. I remember watching, it was really gory and bloody, and I remember people like zip-lining around and like they were storming through the cities. But I'm pretty sure I saw maybe 2 or 3 episodes, didn't react to it. I watched it when it dropped, and then what happened was one of my friends was like, they aren't even close to revealing the important things. I remember him specifically talking about what's in the basement. I remember him being like, did you get to the basement part? And I was like, no. And he's like, once you get to the basement part, they don't even reveal what's in the basement until like 2 or 3 years later or something like that. And I was like, I don't have that kind of commitment right now. And I literally, because of that, stopped watching it. I remember liking it, but at that time, they had only had season 1 out. And I remember being like, I don't want to get to the end and find out there's like this huge mystery, and then I got to wait years to find out. So I remember being like, you know what? Once it all like comes out, I'll marathon it or I'll react to it or something like that. But I never actually watched it because of the fear of me not wanting to have to sit and wait for the reveals, like a Lost kind of thing. So 1 minute live stream. Good thing we're starting so late. Well, let's do the 1 minute. Ready? We're gonna do the 1 minute. I'm not even gonna do the clock, everybody. Well, I guess I might as well do the clock. Or should I even bother? It's 1 minute, right? Let's just start. We're gonna start. We're gonna do the 1 minute. No sense in doing the clock. Everybody can see it. You can hear it. It's all here. So might as well. I'm gonna raise this. I'm gonna raise these now that we have full screen. Or kind of full screen. We're going to go like this. We'll go up here. We'll go like that. And I'll go like this. So we can see their hands. We can't see their heads, just their hands. But let's just go with it because no sense of doing 3, 2, 1. Let's just hear what they have to say about life. And here we go. Here we go, everybody. 1 minute.
With advantage?
With advantage.
It makes perfect sense.
21.
That it would have a break here, by the way.
You maneuver your way out.
I remember stopping and being like, this is a great place to stop. That's why it was a great place to stop.
Go ahead and make a survival check.
Oh no!
Survival check.
Survival check
So +0.
for Scanlan. We just witnessed a dwarf have his brains sucked out and then others beaten.
This is a very confusing network. In the passages you've gone, you paid more attention to what's happening. Kind of, yeah.
It's like Venice.
Nearly get lost
Like if
twice,
you
but
haven't,
eventually
we're not
find
even
your way
halfway
back
yet.
to the
We're almost there,
southern
almost halfway.
entrance of this
Like if you
work
haven't,
camp.
we only
You
have an
just see
hour and
the
5
crevasse, and you
minutes
start getting that
today.
familiar scent of that sulfurous wind that was billowing out from underneath. You step out a few more feet and you can see the edge of the bridge where the rest of you have finally come to converge on the other side of the crevasse.
The crevasse.
Whoa! I'm gonna tell you everything that just happened in detail in
All right.
real time.
Everything in detail in real time. We saw
Maybe he can tell us while we're taking
Cthulhu
a
man,
bathroom break.
like a small
what? Let's
Cthulhu
go ahead
man,
and take this
wrap
moment to
his
have a bathroom break,
tentacles,
guys. That's where the
tendrils
halfway
around a
mark.
dwarf's head, suck his
We'll
brain
go ahead and
out.
continue this in just a moment.
The
In the meantime, take a rest. Take 10,
Drugar-
11 minutes.
the
We're going to play our character backgrounds. for those who
Drugar?
haven't seen it.
It's
That's in the meantime. But
Drugar,
we'll be
I
back
think it
here
was.
in about 10 minutes, guys.
We're already done.
We're gonna avoid this shit.
Risk it all.
Right. Listen.
Well, that was it. All right.
If
Now
you
we're
have
jumping
any,
ahead.
then
Oh, what
you-
is this? Look at that. A giant bear. What is it? Oh, it's Trinket. Oh, no audio. Why is there no audio?
All right, so as we left off, the party had just reconvened.
We'll
on
watch
the other
this and
side
then
of
I'll set the
gargantuan
clock.
crevasse in the Underdark after Scanlan had stealthed into the Duragar war camp.
Duragar.
Witnessed
The
a number of
Duragar
dwarven captives being
camp.
taken somewhere, however, one which was devoured by some strange creature.
Yeah, what is the
left
creature?
Brainless and dead.
Am
on the
I
platform in the center,
Supposed
outside
to
of
know
the
what this
giant
creature...
barracks
I was
building.
wondering in like my
As you
head, am I
convene,
supposed to know
express
what
all
that
this
creature
information to
is
the party.
from
And that's
the experiences
when I
I've
came back
had?
to see you guys.
That's
What are we gonna do?
great.
Wonderfully detailed.
I just give Scanlan some water from my water
Yes.
skin.
You are a brave little fellow. Thank you.
All right, 129.46. We'll do that. 129.46. Let's set the clock. We have like what's the end here? There's an outro. I wish that they did Lady Gaga's applause in every outro. P.S. I didn't see Michael. Is Michael? Where's Michael? I saw Lesapaki. It's a minute. Relax. It's a minute. Clock. Yeah, we didn't do the clock for the first. It was just a minute. Daniel O'Day. I don't know if I said hi. I read your comment. Daniel O'Day. I saw Lesapaki came in. I didn't see. Oh, there's Michael. Michael's here. And you still have not set up the food one. Is that for me? They're like this while under Geek and Sundry to stay within a schedule of their own, of their other shows. Do we know how long it goes? I love Johnny Lawrence. Johnny Lawrence was great. He was probably the best actor this season, if he's not always the best actor. He had phenomenal cryings. Doing a Sammy? You're doing a Sammy? Oh, she was doing a Sammy. I was like, what is that referring to? Then I thought about it. Has anyone else been exposed to Let's Play or analysis of the newer game Mouth Washing yet? By the way, Michael, I don't know if you said anything about it, but I did get your Discord link for Stardew Valley, and I did install it on Steam. This week was just so hectic, I haven't even touched it. I just took the code, I got the game, I downloaded it, it is ready to go. Once things calm down, which should be next week, like I will probably do a live stream and play Stardew Valley or something like that. I also saw I got a notification that Baldur's Gate 3 went on sale on Steam, but I looked and the sale was like $10 off, so it was still like $49.99 or something. And I was like, I don't even have time to play Stardew. It was right after you told me about Stardew Valley. I installed it, and then I saw Steam had a sale, and it was like $10 off. But I was like, I want to play Stardew Valley since you got it for me, and I was like just too chaotic a week for me to even think about it. So we'll do something with Stardew Valley probably soon. Okay, I'm back to Pizza Land, so running back inside for a bit. Be back soon, Ninja. We'll be here for an hour and 5 minutes unless we hit the 50 likes. We're not even halfway. We need 50 likes. Throw up your likes if you have not. I have mine in, I'm pretty sure. 20% off? Oh, maybe it was higher than I thought. What is it originally? 60 bucks? 60 bucks. 20, maybe it was 20%. It might have been like 46, 45, something like. It might have been 20% off. Wait, 20? No, that would be 25. I don't know. All I know is it was under 50 bucks. That's all I remember. Can I get a belated birthday present from you for the next episode of Hell of a Boss? Honestly, I will start that again as well. Now that Cobra Kai is over, Cobra Kai is such a commitment. It is one of the few shows I still watch that drops everything in one day and at 3 a.m. Like Vox Machina will do 3 episodes, but they're short. And Severance is once a week. Yellow Jackets is once a week, but it's 2 episodes dropped the first day. Some shows do that. A lot of the shows I watch will drop 2 episodes the first day, but then it's 1 episode thereafter. Like House of the Dragons once a week. Most of the shows I do are once a week, or maybe 1 or 2 a week or something like that. Cobra Kai is such a commitment because they all come out at the same time. They drop at 3 a.m. and it's the type of show where it's so competitive that if I wait a day or two, if I like did it tonight, I like edited them up tonight, I bet you I wouldn't even get 1,000 views on the video. Like my sister, I got up at 3 a.m. I already was editing by like 4 or 5 a.m. on the first episode. My sister got up at like 6:30, 7 a.m., did the first episode, edited it up almost immediately. She didn't even break 500 views. I got mine out like while she was watching it. I had already released it on YouTube, and there are thousands of views. Some are upwards of 10,000 or 15,000. The highest one I saw was episode 14. Like a couple hours ago I was looking, and episode 14 had like almost 20,000 views or close to it. It was nuts. But I did it like quick as humanly possible, and I got up at 3 a.m. to do it. So it's like just too competitive, and especially with a show like that where everything drops at once, it like ruins your week. But I loved it, and I did it. Usually $79.99, but once you get it, you'll have mods that can join and guide you through it. I watch a lot of people who react to things. I like spreading them out, but that's a me thing. I agree, Star. It's just Cobra Kai is the only one I do like this, because like Yellow Jackets came out with 2 episodes today. I edited the first one. I'm like, I'll do the second one sometime this week. I'm not in a massive rush. That won't make a big deal with something like that. Severance, same thing. I could do it the next day. It really doesn't affect the people that watch it. I get the same views whether I drop it day of. The funny thing is with Severance, I usually get more. I got more views from when I do it the day after than when I do it the day of, because I think people, it's the type of show where it's like lots of mysteries and stuff like that, like Yellow Jackets. I think people want to watch it themselves and establish their own theories and then kind of rewatch it through your reactions, where I feel like Cobra Kai, people binge it immediately and then immediately want to like feed off of your emotions. Like, I want to see everything that I just saw through your eyes kind of thing, which I get, but I totally agree that I like seeing them dropped slowly over time. Unless It's a Wonderful Life, I'll watch 12 reactions of that a day because it is a classic and worth a cathartic, happy cry. I would agree with that as well. When Christmas came, Star, that is a perfect example. When Christmas came, I think I watched at least 5 or 6 people react to It's a Wonderful Life. I'm not even kidding. I also did it with other Christmas movies. I just love Christmas and love Christmas movies. I watch a bunch of Jingle All the Ways, a bunch of Christmas Vacations. It's a Wonderful Life was in the rotation. All my Christmas favorites. Anybody reacts to it, I watch it if it's new, because I usually saw the older ones already. But a lot of people this year reacted to It's a Wonderful Life for the first time. I was surprised how many people hadn't seen it, like reactors that I watch. But on that note, it is 8:35. Let us do the 3, 2, 1. We're almost halfway on the likes. Oh, wait, I didn't do the clock. I popped the window, but I never did it. All right. We're almost halfway on the likes. Could we hit the likes before I start? We need 4 more to get halfway, and I got to set the clock. So we could feasibly do it if there is magic in the air. Where is the clock? Oh, there it is. I was going to say it's not appearing. All right. We have 1:29:56. 1:29. And Michael or somebody might have already wrote it. But how long is Geek and Sundry limiting them to a time slot? Because I'm just curious if we're always going to have around 3 hours. I mean, like I said, nothing wrong with it. I am just curious if we're always going to have 3 hours of live streams. Or of episode content, I mean. All right. We'll do this for now. We'll cut off their heads. Sorry, Travis. You only get your hands in a mug. All right, we're 23. 23 likes. We're going to start. We need 27 more in an hour and 5 minutes. Do we get there? Here we go, everybody. Get rolling. Get ready. Set time. Start. 3, 2, 1, go.
Has anyone come across these creatures before? The weird tentacle brain guy?
Yeah, have we? The weird tentacle brain
Is this
guy
the thing you were talking about?
is very bizarre.
Make a check for this.
It sounds like
When I heard about it, first off, was I right with the horror movie?
What
Is it Slither,
a mind
where there's that giant
A mind
alien creature that, like,
I'm pretty sure it plays
plungers
your mind.
people's
I've
heads
never
and
been
sucks their
comfortable
brains
with
out? I know I've seen it in a horror
well,
movie,
let me check.
where there's like a brain-sucking alien creature. There's probably many, but specifically what I'm thinking, I feel like it's Slither, maybe.
You probably called a mind flay.
They start making more money
It says right
than the
here, mind
entire
flay.
channel.
Inked up.
Boulders on PC is $59.99 standard, $69.98 for the deluxe, 20% off,
He
$47.99.
was told.
Got it.
I mean, everyone looks 20 feet tall to me. I'm a gnome.
Was he bigger than me?
Species.
He
Was it Species?
bigger than me by a
Species was the one with the hot girl.
What?
I don't remember. Was she
No,
eating
roughly
brains?
A little shorter
I think
than
she
him,
would like
but
bang you
taller.
until you
Carried
died.
himself.
I just remember her having sex with lots of men
Let's go
and
fuck
them
it.
dying. Because it was like a grasshopper where you had to impregnate her and then she killed you or something.
It was rather
Rogue, what is up, Rogue?
How many dwarves did it sound like they were locked in that prison cell?
Several.
Did you see Lady Kima?
The volume between you and the
No
Critical Role
sign of
crew are
Lady
almost
Kima
perfectly
at
matched.
all.
Might want to
Just-
turn a Critical Role
just,
down very slightly.
A bunch of dwarves being held against their will, and then one by one being.
We'll go to
their
a 12.
brains sucked by
those
Mr.
two
I
Lamb.
did it 1 decibel.
Hey, Percy, could you take a look at this
Two
book
big,
and see
big
if
Let's see. We're one away from halfway on the likes, everybody.
And yes, there were 2 big ogres as well.
2 big ogres.
And
Were the
Durgar
hulking
are
creatures the
plenty,
ogres?
spread
I wasn't
around.
sure because they were naming. There were like there's 40 or 50 Durgar. There were trolls and orcs. He said hulking, 2 hulking figures. I imagine
It's being intelligent.
the hulking figures were the ogres, or is it like another creature that I'm unaware of besides the tentacle monster that ate the brains?
Like Moses.
There's a volcano?
Moses supposes his toes were roses.
Oh, the lava down
Yeah.
there?
Oh,
There's a
You can
shitload of
direct
that.
it into the. No.
Well, no,
That's
we
why
can't.
Jay is going to start
Find out
One
anything
Piece
about this?
This
once a
seems to
week.
match
I
up
have
with
never
the
seen
tales
One
that
Piece.
my
We've talked
instructor,
about this,
Master
which is
Perrin
probably
Buell,
why you said
told me about
Jay's
back
going to
in
start One
school,
Piece.
And I wonder if I remember something.
I honestly hear good things about it. I wouldn't mind.
holy, you guys.
3 pizzas chocolate chip cookies. Is that Entenmann's? That looks like Entenmann's chocolate chip cookies. I'm pretty sure that was Entenmann's. I couldn't see. It was moving around too much. Was that beer or iced tea? Oh, there's brisk iced teas.
Some iced tea.
Brisk baby. Whatever happened to those? You remember those commercials? There was like a claymation Frank Sinatra. He's like, that's brisk baby.
Thank you guys.
That was like, what, 20 years ago? Frank Sinatra brisk commercials?
So, best you can
It wasn't him,
estimate,
I'm pretty sure. It was
you've never
a
heard of
claymation,
Mind
someone
Flayer.
voicing Frank
When you're
Sinatra.
people,
I don't think he
you've
was
heard
alive
stories
when
and
they had
tales
brisk
growing up about
commercials.
something referred to as an illithid.
An illithid?
An illithid.
A nasty entity
I feel like I know this.
Illithid with a D or a D?
with a D.
Like,
Illithid?
like
Why do I know that name? I don't know if it's from this, but I know,
As
I
far
feel
as
like
you
I've
know, and
heard
you've
an
they
illithid
are-
before.
They were considered ghost stories as a kid, things that keep you from wandering into dark caves and spaces.
Is it in like a is
They
it
would take
this
your mind.
actual creature in horror movies or supernatural stuff?
And you
Because
thought this whole time that was just
I feel like
just
I
a fable.
know this from
just
something.
a tale. But you do know that they normally aren't solitary.
It was
Usually
Frank Jr. in
keep
the brisk
company
ads.
with
Ah, One Piece anime is tough.
But I've
Lots
never
of
heard it called a mind
episodes.
flayer,
Did
but
it
I guess
end
it
yet?
could be called a mind
I remember last I
we
spoke with
call
my
them-
friends about it. It was still going on, but nearing the end.
I'll call it
I
script.
didn't know they were real though.
What do we do?
Why don't
Okay.
we?
If this was like probably 2 years ago, one of my friends was like, "Oh my God, One Piece is the best it's ever been." And he was like, "It's gonna end soon," but he was like, "I don't know when, but it has a finality
So why
approaching."
don't we provoke an attack?
Picture
and retreat
is
over
on
the
Discord.
bridge?
About to get answers.
And have them all jump over the edge of the
You
cliff?
said they were all
At
gray-eyed,
least
right?
they'd have
Once
to go
we're
one at
across
a
the
time
bridge, we
or
can
two at
drop
a
them.
time across the
But
bridge.
but Scanlan, didn't you also say they were like levitating?
I'm opening Discord. We're gonna move it away. Don't worry.
two
If
of
it pops up
the,
on our screen.
The one lengthy creature.
The one lengthy creature.
Oh, no, it popped
was-
up on
was
mine.
levitating.
Well, I mean,
Well-
can he fly or can he levitate?
Well, yes,
Somebody
but
said there was a
I think
picture.
What Frog is talking about is the bulk of the fighting force, getting them to follow us over the bridge and then
Yes.
cutting the
Picture.
Yes.
Picture. Oh, there it is.
bridge. Yes.
Yeah, like why? I've seen
Puppet
this.
show us
Why do I
all.
know this
Yeah.
thing? The Mind Flayer.
Where they use 300 puppets. It's amazing.
Okay.
What
I like
if-
this plan.
They taught him Draconian.
What if all but a couple of us snuck into one
That's
of these buildings and waited?
Where
and
I've probably
a
seen
couple
it.
of us made a stink
One Piece is
and
1,000 I know
got a
that's
significant
nuts.
number of them to chase
I would think
across
you
the
were
bridge.
exaggerating if I didn't know.
And then
already.
how could
Like,
we cut the bridge
couple of my
behind?
friends,
We have a flying carpet, so we can go back and forth,
Naruto
but we
and
can
One
drop
Piece,
a significant
one of my best
number of them
friends.
down
It's his
into
like
the
two
lava.
favorite things, and I've never seen
Tiberius
either.
standing there to just
I've
fire
not
bolt
seen a single episode of
Wait a
either.
minute.
What's the bridge?
Because it just seems like too much of a
We want to
commitment.
bait them. Is that what we're trying to
I
do?
could literally make a
Drop the
YouTube
bridge
channel
and have them
just
fall.
off those two
Yes.
shows.
Yes.
Or
we
what
need
if
to
you
bait
let
them
off a
with-
stink bomb in the middle of the camp?
Well, they would run
Some of them
willy
would
nilly.
try to
A
leave
stink bomb.
across the bridge.
But remember, there's a tunnel on the other side of camp. They could run
OP
that
is
way.
It's also
ongoing.
huge.
One
Those
Piece is
stink
ongoing.
clouds only
Supposedly
20
in the
feet, 20
end
or 30
game.
feet across.
Only.
But it's been going for
how long is the
20 years.
The bridge. Now that you've
Cthulhu.
traversed it,
Is that what it
10
is? A
feet
Cthulhu?
wide.
Like that's what I've been.
And
I literally was calling it
runs about
Cthulhu. I was telling my
200
sister
feet,
earlier.
250
I got to do
feet
the
wide.
live stream
You get a lot of
tonight,
them on that
and this
bridge and then cut it.
Cthulhu-looking dude just like ate a dwarf's brain. That's literally how I explained it to her. I said there's like some Cthulhu-looking dude that just ate a brain out of a dwarf's
I
head.
like that idea.
Yes, Tiberius.
What's yours?
Speak your mind.
I think it's about time I use these.
Oh, shit.
For not combat things. I think we should create a diversion, but let me do it. I can use my deck of illusions to generate any kind of number of sorts of creatures or whatever that I can control. I can simply toss one out, I believe 50 feet ahead of me, and control it and get their attention. I can draw them back through the bridge, using the illusions, taunting them along the way. They, of course, will give chase because they are idiots. And as soon as we get enough, we can all
Stone-
hack away at the bridge all you like, Ron.
Stone
We can both
origins?
run it. We can hack and burn
What
and
kind of
whatever.
creatures can you make?
Illithid equals Mind Flayers. That's Stranger
It's up to the
Things,
deck or
right?
it's up to
Mind
you? It's up
Flayers?
to the deck.
That's in Stranger Things too. Maybe I saw like a toy on the board of the dudes that
If I
play
generate,
like in
something
Stranger Things.
such as
Hellfire, the
exquisite
Hellfire
as a red
Club?
dragon, say, I'm sure somebody like the Mind
Let
Fellows,
Matt
if they do
answer.
flee, then the camp will be empty and we can search it.
Matt,
and free
tell me.
the slaves. If not, they will get
Honestly,
chased and they will
One
come
Piece
and
is
get
best as a
Either way it
manga,
works in our
and even
favor.
the live
Can I
action.
do
The
something
anime
real
has
quick?
so
If
much
I pull out the
filler.
magic carpet, or I take it back from whoever the fuck had it, and I stand on it. Does it hold me
We're
up, or do I sit?
past halfway, everybody. Halfway on the
You get on
legs.
top of the carpet and
24
you
more.
will it to begin to shift, and the carpet around you lifts, but you are anchoring it to the ground.
So this is a big problem.
I thought he said
It's not
angering it to
fall.
the
You've
ground.
got
I'm like,
Yeah,
angering?
which
Is that
just
still okay?
slows my fall.
Angering
It
it
might
to
not
the
be a
ground?
problem.
I do have feather.
Yeah,
Or
but
levitate or
only-
something, but we can tie a rope to you, and it
makes
it
them
makes you
lighter,
really
yeah.
light, and we can just drag you behind us.
Tie a rope to me.
That'll work.
Why do we need to float, Grog?
In case we
Become the
destroy the
bridge.
bridge.
Why do we need to
Oh, don't
float,
worry about
Grog?
that, Grog. I'll just cast fly on you because I can fly.
You can just fly me?
Yes, we can both.
I'm just checking something.
And you can fly trinket too.
Of course.
Of course.
I'm down for doing
Let's do it! Fly
We have ways of
Okay, okay,
Wait. Are we?
So let's have a failsafe in case a few get across the bridge.
Let's also recap which plan we're going with. One of us creating a diversion and running away, or these mystical, magical,
I like the mystical,
weird
magical.
dragon creatures. What if they scare them the other way?
It would have to be pretty scary, and then, hey, that works.
I just said the
Well, are
camp
we-
will be clear.
I'm
What
paying
area
attention,
are we
everybody. I'm
luring
just
them? Also,
checking
might I
something
remind
real
you
quick.
to the deck.
we're luring them, and also might I remind you all that they're being mind controlled by this. What was the Illithid?
Davy Jones.
I feel like we should drag
The
all the
Illithid.
but
And
okay.
if the Illithid recognizes
You've seen it
that
plenty.
your,
It's in the
your
monster
things are
manual and
false,
plenty
then
of
he's not going to
merch.
send
I
it.
guess that's what it is. I just
Well, you
it's
may
one-
send them to-
it's one of
to
those things
kill
I'm sure I've
whoever's
heard of it
creating
and
it.
seen it
Exactly.
before,
If we were-
but it's like
Either way,
so
they're coming.
prominent in my
Maybe we
mind.
could
I feel
create
like it
a
is
distraction and bring
more
them away
specific.
From the tunnel's entrance, and we can
like it
just
isn't
sneak
just
around
like, oh yeah, I think I've seen one of those before. It's
No?
like something sticking out in my mind that I can't pinpoint.
What? To sneak through the village to the tunnel? No, not all 7 of us. And a bear? Are you crazy? Come on.
Oh,
All
no,
7 of
God,
us
yes.
and a bear. I'm
All right.
at sound check now, so I have to pop off. Happy Valentine's Day, Marion. It was good seeing you. You can see Coco in the
Well,
background.
wait, are we doing his
Look
bait
at
or are we
Coco's
doing a
head.
real
She's
bait?
actually facing the camera.
What if
I
you
have
got
to
something big
click
and
this
it
so I
turns
can see
against
her.
us? That could suck.
Her little ear is
It's
poking
fake.
out.
It's just
not.
a,
It's
It's an
it's a
illusion
hologram.
that I control.
She,
Well, how about we throw one of
we're
those
gonna have
that
we're gonna have a
50-50.
Valentine's Day
One fake,
dinner
one
date
real.
after this.
One
Me
of
and
us,
Coco.
one of the cards.
We're gonna watch a
So
movie
would it be Gambit?
and
We really
get
just need somebody to
sushi.
keep them from running through
Me and
that tunnel.
Coco will
Yeah.
have
Way
a
to keep
glorious
them from
Valentine's
Can
Day.
you send a card that looks like a dragon on the other in the tunnel, and then they run towards us?
Wait.
What's wrong with them running away from us?
I
Oh, snaps.
actually
Oh,
have a
snap.
spell while I was reading through my book last
I'm just
night,
scanning
catching
the
up on
comments.
Spells that I kind of forgot
Do
about.
the One Piece
I
live
learned
show.
something called hallucinatory terrain.
One Piece is
Where I
great.
can
I couldn't
make
get
the
into
entire
One Piece.
terrain
Jay,
look
don't
like
start One Piece. It
whatever I
never
want.
ends.
Other terrain or an animal?
How
Or
long are
terrain.
they?
They're mind control.
Like
So what
that's
I
I
can
used
do
to love
is-
Adventure Time
make the chasm
because it
look
was
like
so
it's on the
long.
ground.
But first off, Adventure Time was awesome, so I loved it. It was
I
right
can
up
make
my
the chasm
alley.
look like a solid
But it was
ground.
like
I can make
300
the- I
episodes,
can make
but
the
they were
tunnel
10
across the
minutes,
way
like
look
Steven
it's
Universe.
caved in.
I love
Big chasm looks solid
shows that are
on the
like 10-minute episodes
That's a great
because
idea.
you can
Let's
jump
do
into
that.
like 5, 6, 7, 8
Let's
of them
stack
real
the
quick.
deck, all right? I'm still gonna
And
be
like
live bait because
you,
I have
you
an
get it
inkling
done
that
quick.
that thing,
When they're
whatever
like
it is,
30-minute episodes, hour-long episodes, it just becomes
in the mix.
ridiculous.
He'll focus on me, so I'll take
Better
the
run
flying carpet,
fast and
tie it
not
around my
get
back.
taken.
Are you good with
Boots
hauling
at
ass? Okay. As long as
Okay.
you can haul ass.
So I take the rug
Can
from
you
Grog and I
haul
roll it
ass?
up,
Are
and
you
I
good
tie
with
it,
hauling ass?
rope
One of
it
your
tight in my
cards.
back.
It's a big rug. Though.
We're almost to 30 likes, everybody.
do it.
Every time I
Very
look,
good
we're
What'd you say?
gaining.
It is
It's a big ass rug.
Wait,
It'd be like
14?
carrying a.
That's
Okay.
a big
It
ass
won't be
rug.
cumbersome
We're under an hour, by
necessarily.
the way.
Before Liam-
35 minutes it ends.
before Vax
We are
leaves.
down to 54 minutes, everybody. 54 minutes.
You got.
We need 22 likes. 54 minutes.
From the charge
We're doing good.
and
I mean, we're doing
I'm
good.
staying- I'm staying on our side of the bridge.
On. Our side.
Our side.
But he's got a rug. He's got the flying carpet.
So we're gonna make them hallucinate.
So when you get all the way to the other side of the bridge, then we're gonna chop.
Territory that
No.
is in fact very
No, we're gonna chop it when they start coming across the bridge.
Yeah.
We're hoping that they're gonna just fall off the edge instead.
Run off the
They go.
edges.
Bah!
Which side are we gonna chop it on? Our side
Once
or their
he gets
side?
back to our side.
Our side.
Okay.
And
They
What's
go
the
back,
bridge made of?
everybody
Okay,
goes.
okay, look at Sam. Sam
it
is
looks like it is
face
rope
is
and stone,
filled with food.
platforms.
We were talking about this the other
slabs
day.
of Stone that
How
the
I
rope
think
is
it's.
tied around.
I mean, you can do
Very,
whatever
very
you want.
thick.
I
That's
personally
fine.
All right, so Tiberius and
think it's
Vax are
rude to
going
eat
over.
on camera.
All right.
But
Before Vax leaves,
my stipulation is it's because of
put my
the
hands on
chewing
his
in the
shoulders
mic.
And I cast
I don't hear any
invincibility on
chewing.
him and
I'm
give
totally
you
cool
a
with it if there's no
dexterity
chewing.
boost.
With me,
okay.
the
I'm also
mic
going to
is
sing a little
so
song.
sensitive and right in my face.
So what's the boost?
You
How high?
would hear
You
everything.
have, you have advantage on all dex rolls.
On all dex rolls. All right.
And also, I
Because
want
that's
to
how I
talk and stuff. I feel like I'd
Well,
be
on
like,
advantage on dex
like
ability checks.
chewing and
Like
eating the whole time.
acrobatics.
There's 7 of them. So if one of them takes a
Oh, yes,
break
I'll
from
sing that
talking,
inspiration
the
song
other
for both of them.
6
Okay, so
can easily pick up the slack. And then there's Matt, who's constantly giving us descriptions of stuff. It's way easier when there's a group. If it's just me, like a single person on a solo job like this,
All right.
eating is very inappropriate, I feel like.
So, inspiration dice to Vax and who else?
Gwen
Vax and
Stefani.
who else? Gets inspiration dice. Good.
Oh, I'm sorry. These two, Grog and Vax.
Okay, so both of you guys have a D8
Oh,
of inspiration
you're
dice
going
you can
too?
spend.
Yeah, no, Grog isn't going. Tiberius is going.
I'm sorry, Tiberius and Vax.
You
then.
go
So
to
sorry.
game too.
But Tiberius, walk on a bit behind me now. I'm gonna walk up to the edge of town and I'm gonna shout.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
So before this happens, where's everyone
What?
placed?
Yeah, where are you guys going?
You guys are across the bridge.
Tiberius
Yes.
and
Where's the rest
Vax.
of you?
I'm going to set up
If I
across-
heard
I'm gonna
the
set up on
chewing,
our side of the
I
bridge. I'm
could
gonna set up
watch
the
it.
bad news gun and
If I
get
heard
ready
the
to
chewing,
train
I
on
could
whatever
watch it.
flank trying.
Enhanced
Are
is
there any
keeping
big
up,
rock
no
formations
delays
that I
so
can
far.
sort of use as a
Yeah, I saw
shelter
there.
and
What are they at
stay
now,
behind
Mike?
that, but
I think I saw
About
episode 11 or 12
20 feet
just
off
drop.
from the edge on the
So they're
goblin
like
side. There is
2 months
one
ahead
outcropping
of us.
like a large
Like as far as
stalagmite
like
you could
doing
probably
it
get
weekly.
behind.
Oh, on the goblin
We got
side.
Goblin
episodes
side. Are you wanting me on the
to
their
last
side?
us at least 2 months
on
right now.
Our side.
Your side meaning the side that the war camp is on.
No, I thought we were all on the other side of the bridge.
We're gonna stay on the side that doesn't have all the bad guys.
Right. There's the goblin side.
Like,
which is
even
the
if they
first
took a
where you guys
break
first went through. There's the bridge
For like a
and then there's
month,
the
they're
war
just like,
camp.
I just hope they
Goblin
don't
side.
stop. I mean,
All right. So you're on your goblin side.
if
for,
they
for
stopped,
you,
I
goblin
hope
side
it
for
is
Grog.
after
for Percy setting up the
episode
bad news.
26 or 7 where you said they start getting better. I mean, at a point, I'm assuming they don't need to enhance them anymore.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna
at what
be-
point would you say there's no need to
Can
enhance
I be
them?
like halfway in between?
Because
the
they,
bridge? Is that my
unless they
idea?
enhance them even
Or you
better.
can fly.
Can she fly?
Don't forget Campaign 1's
Oh,
best
you can turn
character,
to a
Pike.
girl.
Yeah,
How
Pike
long
is
does your
not
spell
present
last? I mean,
yet.
your spell lasts.
When does
My-
Ashley Johnson
which
join
one?
us?
Your
I'm assuming she's blind
It's a concentration
spotting
thing,
it,
so as long
right?
as I can
Blind
keep it
spot?
up.
Is
So
it?
maybe you should do that.
Oh, for up to 24 hours actually. It's not a concentration spell.
Enhanced
So
should
how
separate the
far does it
episodes
reach?
300
from the
feet.
clips, though. I had to
Let's see,
scroll more
150
than I
square feet.
wanted. Yeah, I
Right,
did
okay.
see that.
And
I
it
did see there was
looks,
a lot of
sounds,
clips.
smells like
I
some
just
other
typed it
sort of
in.
natural terrain.
I just typed in
So what do you want to
enhanced
make the
episode
terrain
blop,
look like? What is
and
it
it
look
came
like?
right
So what
up.
I'm doing-
But I did notice if you go on
Whenever we,
their page, there's a lot of clips.
Can I make it look like there's a cave-in happening through the tunnel?
Keyleth, what if you
No.
fudged it so
What are
that
the
clips
clips?
Well,
What do
that's
they
what I'm
enhance
30
the
feet
clips
from
Yeah,
the
what I
further?
do- I just want
Or
the
are they
terrain
just
to look
clipping
on
out
my
what they
side.
already
I want
enhanced
the
from
terrain
the
to look
episode? I thought that
exactly
I
like what
wasn't
it is,
sure.
but I just want to
I'm
stretch
assuming
it out a
they
little
just
bit so
clipped
it
out
looks
what
like
they
they've
already
got, like,
enhanced from the
an
episode.
extra running space.
Okay.
Or is there more to
So
it? Did they
40
like
or so
zoom in or
feet
so?
out
It looked
from
like
the
it
edge.
was zoomed in.
Actual-
I never
like
looked
the
at it.
bridge
I
is
just
an
saw
extra
that they
40
did a
feet.
lot
The
of
actual
clips.
ceiling is maybe about 120 feet up, so it might be a little hard to do that and cause a cave-in type
Okay,
illusion.
then I'll do that. And I'm gonna just, you know what? I'm gonna stay on the opposite side of the bridge, and I'm gonna focus.
I
on
also have
making
the
that
option
Okay.
of instead of
So-
getting sushi, of getting
So you go ahead and
Taco
you
Bell.
pass
I know
those
that
territories.
sounds
Yep.
You
like
now
a
see an additional 40
ridiculous
feet of the
option
cliff
considering
stripping
sushi
out.
is like
And
the
you can
total
see that the
opposite.
bridge looks attached
But I
to
was
it.
like, I
Very,
haven't
very
had Taco
convincing
Bell
illusion. And you actually
in
have
like
to
a month. And the new
remember-
one I told
remind
you
yourself
guys,
it's an illusion,
they opened a
just don't
Taco
fall
Bell
for it either.
like
Please be
down the
careful.
street.
All right, so you're kind of sitting on
Sushi,
the
I gotta
middle of the
drive
bridge.
like 10
All right,
minutes,
the rest of
15
you
minutes.
are on the other
It's
side.
probably a good
I'm
10 or
Outside of the
15
bridge.
minutes
I'm
away to
with
get sushi.
Okay, so you
I
all-
order it, jump in the car.
so now,
I'd say
Tiberius,
probably closer to 15
Vax,
minutes.
you guys
Taco
walk
Bell.
across the bridge, keeping
I
the grip
could
on the
run there
hillside
in
rails,
5
feeling it
minutes.
rock
I could
to and
drive
fro
there
from
in
the
2.
Continuous warm bellowing of wind up from the cavern beneath you. Eventually, you bring your way across. What looks like you should be stepping on the terrain is still the bridge, and it takes you a minute once again to adjust to the fact that you're still going across the bridge, but it looks like rocky terrain. Eventually, you make
The clips are just
the other
fun
side. You grab
parts.
purchase on
I
stone.
watched the clips. They're
Looking
good
ahead of you,
clips.
you can see about 60 feet ahead of you
And
the outskirts
live
of
again.
the
Just remember to like and sub
Tiberius, you wait here, ready
so
to
we
run.
all keep
I
getting
take
these great
Tiberius,
videos. Yes,
put my
correct,
arm like
everybody.
this.
Like and sub to Enhance for Critters. I did go back and I added the
So I,
links
stealthily
to the
walk with the
episode
clo-
2
the
and
clothing-
episode 3.
clothing-
I
closing
already had
distance
the link.
to the edge of town.
I did remember. It was shocking. Michael did remind me as well, but I had remembered before Michael. But Michael, I appreciate the reminder because I asked you to.
Greater invisibility on my
But I did remember before I was reminded. I
both
am
of those
clearly
are
a genius.
concentration spells.
We're almost to 30, everybody. 21 likes away. 21. Neil, are you still here?
You know.
Now that I've gotten Cobra Kai done, tomorrow all I gotta do is edit Yellow Jackets, and then
Okay.
I feel like Sunday and Monday
Okay.
I have
All right,
like
so you're now just gonna bring above the bridge
like
now.
a breath
just click the
that I
links.
could take.
You feel the
Now
sudden
everything
surge
I
of
do
medical
comes out
energy
on
to your body, like
Thursday
adrenaline
and
pumping into
Friday,
your system.
and the live
And I
streams
cry
are on
out
Friday.
full
So
voice.
basically,
Listen up,
everything
you
YouTube I'm
walking
doing,
prawn!
I do on Thursday and Friday. That's
come
cool.
for you
Definitely.
today. Step forth, you slimy bastard!
Point being, Neil, if you're here, we may actually be able to do a movie this week. I really want to see Captain America: Brave New World.
You.
I heard it's
Okay.
good enough. I haven't heard anybody be like it's amazing, but I heard it's good enough. I heard Companion is amazing. A lot of people told me Companion is really, really good, to the point where
All right.
I
this will
wouldn't
be
mind
very,
seeing
very
that
interesting.
over Brave New World, but it's like, even if it's mediocre, Harrison Ford. How many more times am I going to be able to see Harrison Ford in a theatrical release movie?
Oh no, they're right. These are cards.
These are cards. Yes.
Like, the dude's 82. I can't imagine he's going to be doing many more movies.
So currently, one of the cards bursts, and you can see rising up from its energy
What is it?
this
Taco Bell
awful-looking
equals
humanoid
gross. Worst
skeletal,
food on the planet.
undead
My God, I
creature with long
love Taco
golden
Bell.
Red robes with this like
I
gnarled
only
gold
eat
crown,
steak
glowing
quesadillas, though.
blue
The
eyes
only
of
thing I
this
get at Taco
shocking
Bell,
energy
literally
just across this
since high
horribly
school.
gnarled
We used to
skeletal
take
face.
runs to
There
Taco Bell
stands
during high
this
school.
hideous
I just
looking
get
lich,
20 or
cackling
30
with
fire
gold
sauces
energy.
and like 2 or 3 steak quesadillas. That's all I ever eat. I'll eat other things if they're given to me, but if I'm ordering, literally for the last 25 years, all I've ever gotten was
Tiberius, can we
steak
hit it and quit it?
quesadillas. I think they're delicious.
What are the other
I
ones?
get double.
The
I
other
get
one.
double steak
You see what before you
quesadilla
kind of-
with avocado.
Flip them over. They have good.
They make like their own, not avocado, guacamole. They make their own like guacamole.
You see what looks like some sort of a human, kind of long fighting warrior, grizzled, ready to fight, has a big old long sword out,
Delicious is what I'm
armored up
saying.
and scale
Watch
mail, one eye's
1923.
kind of wounded,
He's still
consistent
working
brows
on
with
some
blade ready.
great shows.
The third card
Is that a channel?
from the
1923?
smoke
It's the
appears
best
a
pink
red-skinned
slime on
dragon
the
with
planet.
long blue
My favorite
robes,
fast food.
a staff with a glowing blue
My
light
second
on it.
is White Castle. A lot of people I know are like, I can't do it. It wrecks my stomach. I don't know if it's the iron stomach or the drunk in me, but we used to go to White Castle 2-3 times a week because it was the only thing open. This is going back like 20 years when I was in college. White Castle was the only fast food place open besides Taco
Shout
Bell.
out the card illusion
Well, actually, no.
appears.
Taco Bell would
You
close at
see
like
about 5 or
midnight.
6 Durgar
White
on the
Castle
lookout
was
for
the
nearby
only
tents of
fast
them.
food you could get when the bars closed around where I am. Except diners. You can go to a
Start running
diner.
towards the center
They're
of the
always
town.
24 hours, or most are.
About
But White Castle was the only fast food that you could get after 2 a.m. when
And
the
then you
bars
start hearing-
close. So we would end up at White Castle all
like a
the
drum.
time. And I love it. I love me some White Castle.
Leave Max there. Let's go.
Leave
At
Vax.
this point, you now see about 16 Duragar come running out from the center of town, armored, weapons drawn, a few with
right.
crossbows.
We are going to
2
war
trolls
or
and an
something.
ogre charging
It's not
out.
good. Let's put it that way. It's not
You see
good.
the ogre is holding this giant, looks like a stone slab for one of its cubs, and the 2 trolls just come with their claws open.
Ogres
rushing
are
right
coming.
towards
16
you and the
Durgar.
illusions. You can-
I start flipping
I command the Lich to start doing one of his glowy spells and through him I go, "Come for us, your death awaits."
All right.
And I flip the double
Come
birds
for
and
us,
start
your
walking
death
back.
awaits.
Just watch your step.
I command the
straight
step,
back.
so
As you're
step
stepping
swing
back,
the sword.
for the Duragar immediately take, using their inertia, pull and release javelins in your direction.
Yes.
Oh God!
We are getting javelins hurled at us, people. White Castle, double cheeseburger, no
All right.
middle bun,
What's your AC?
Oh gosh.
My AC is 19.
extra onions and pickles, yum.
All
Patricia,
right. You take
I
2
do.
javelins.
I'm going to use Uncanny
The
Dodge
funny thing is
for
I never
anything
get
I can
burgers
see. I
at
can
White
dodge for
Castle.
half damage.
I used to all the time.
All right, good
All
to
I
know.
would get was burgers
The
back in the
first
day.
one strikes
Now
you
there's
in
so
the
much variety.
torso
I'll get
for
a
total
bag of fish nibblers.
11 damage.
I'll do a chicken breast sandwich
other one
with
hits you
smoking
for
cheddar
total
cheese because that
of
you could choose your cheese.
8 damage.
You could do
Is that the
jalapeno,
halved or
regular,
No, we can
or
choose to
smoked
have
cheddar.
one. It's up to you. You
I
can
do
choose.
chicken
was
breast
11.
sandwiches
Yeah, so it'd be
with
6.
smoked
Okay, 6 and
cheddar.
8. Okay, 14.
14
I do a
points
bag
damage.
of fish
The damage
nibblers,
hits you like,
and then I get sausage, egg, and cheese. They make fresh
I knew this was
egg,
coming.
You can
sausage,
immediately
egg,
see
and
one of the
cheese
trolls
sandwiches
goes
any
lunge
hour of the
forward,
day at White
slashes
Castle,
delicious, passing through
and I'll
its
get it with
forward.
jalapeno cheese.
Yeah.
That is what I do at like 2 in the
Goes
morning.
through and kind of loses
I'll get
its
2
footing for a second, stops and kind
of the sausage, egg, and cheese with
jalapeno.
jalapeno. I'll get 2 of the chicken breast with smoked cheddar, and then I get a sack of fish
He's like right at
nibblers.
the end.
Right.
I'm probably the only guy that gets everything but burgers at White Castle.
So the troll kind of.
But like I said, back in the day, I would just
And
get a
it's holding
sack
around
of
for
like
slashing.
10
The other one
cheeseburgers and
goes
inhale
right
them.
for the veteran.
I just,
And
I think they make good burgers,
goes
but I
running
think they
right
make
off the edge.
everything good there.
Is that a troll?
That was a troll just.
Troll off the bridge, everybody.
The ogre goes running forward towards you.
Yes.
And they're just the speed. They're the first ones to get there. Durgar have tiny legs.
Where's the roll for initiative, man?
You're already back. You're
This
at
is
the bridge.
what I'm saying. What are you doing? This is your reactionary point. We're just taking this. This isn't a battle.
Okay,
This is
yeah,
what's
now
happening.
I'm backing it up. I'm running, man.
All right, so you go charging back onto the bridge. As you go running,
He's
all
like,
right,
where's the roll for
uh,
initiative? That's what I was
both
waiting for it
trolls
to
and
go
the
to a
ogre
battle
have gone
map,
off
but
the
we have
side.
not gone to a battle map yet.
screaming as they tumble into the darkness.
They're all going off the
Laughing
sides.
as I run. Love
Okay.
it.
About 4 Durgar also go spilling over the side, screaming "Ah!" as they tumble into the darkness. The rest of them stop.
Man,
kind
Durgar
of look around.
flying everywhere. We're losing Durgar.
As that's happening, I start to pull
By
back,
the
float away,
bushel.
and I'm commanding all of my guys to come through the bridge because I can command them within 30 feet. So they're all within 30 feet of me, retreating as well.
Okay. As this is happening, you can now see some of the members of the Durgar that are now at the edge are some of the elite guard with the blackened armor you saw. They both kind of step forward and put their foot out, feeling for purchase. Give a nod, pull out their swords, and start hacking at the bridge immediately.
All right, those are the brutes. Those are like the well-armored elites. He called them elites.
Huh?
Yes, their sausage, egg, and cheese
Dave,
is the
this
best.
distance,
I think they're
serious.
phenomenal. I honestly
You don't.
would
I'm taking that shot because
I would
can shoot
debate
forever.
that
Go for it.
White Castle might have one of the best breakfast sandwiches.
I'm untying
I've
Carl
literally
quickly.
seen them crack eggs. I'm talking fresh. I've never seen a fast food place do this. I could see them through the window, and there's a separate grill for the
I can
eggs,
just try, right?
and they'll crack
Go ahead and roll.
eggs and make
As you-
fresh
you have
eggs on the
disadvantage.
grill. Like they literally flip them and everything,
so
and
hard.
they
So, yeah.
throw them on your sandwich. It's the freshest egg
And there's a slight
you will ever
delay,
get
and
from a
wonder,
fast food
why
place,
isn't it
and they're
working? And this horrible
freaking delicious.
Explosion sound
I
bursts out as you can now see
would
black and red smoke
argue
pouring out the
they're
front
the
of grill.
best
Bad
breakfast
news.
sandwich
You
from a
burn
fast
for
food
a
place.
second. You're like, ah, shit, take a second.
Right.
You can
So
get
I gotta
sausage,
stop
bacon,
Yeah,
or
however,
Canadian,
because you're
bacon,
unable
which
to
is
hold
basically
back, both
ham.
of those Durgar take shots at the
but you
bridge.
could get any hour of the day. I go at like
With your
2 in the morning,
swords.
and I get them.
Are you on the
They
front
look
of
like they're really mad at me though.
As
I'll roll
you
up at like
pull
2 in the
carpet
morning
out,
and be like, "Can I get a sausage, egg, and cheese?" And they're like,
cut clean and begin to off from under you.
one time I had a guy go,
You
"Can you
go
not?"
pulling out the
I
bags.
swear to God.
Use those decks
I was
to-
like, should I was like, if I wasn't a nice
got
person,
advantage?
I should report you, sir.
First
He
roll
asked
was
me
one.
that. He goes, could you
Second roll
not?
was a 19.
He goes, I gotta turn on the other grill and I gotta sit there and make an egg. And I was like, if it's that big of a deal, you don't got to. It was busy.
All right.
So I was like,
You pull
I
out
get
the-
it.
the,
It's 2 in the
the
morning. I
carpet,
get it. it. Maybe
As
you're
you
just
go
having
to
a
set
bad
it down,
day.
as you feel the bridge begin
So I
begins,
didn't
like,
get
give
my
out under
sausage,
you.
egg, and cheese that day.
You feel this creepy
But
sensation pushing.
He
towards
probably
the
would
back
have
of your
gotten in
head.
trouble if I like called
you
and
guys
was
have
like,
been
"This
caught
guy
in
didn't
the
make
scene
my
now.
egg."
A familiar
They would have probably
figure
been like, "You
has
fucking
emerged.
asshole."
Clean your gun.
Threw him
Clean
out.
your
I'm
gun.
cleaning my gun.
Go ahead and
Cleaning
make
my
a
gun.
willpower.
I hate
save.
raw onions, but grilled or any cooked onions, I get extra onions on everything. I saw Patricia, I think it was, said that
So that's,
extra onions.
What is it? I've never done
Even
that.
I
That's
get
at the
onions
top of
on
your
my
sheet,
chicken,
above your stats, on the
and
right of your
well, not the
stats.
sausage, egg, and cheese, but I get on the chicken and my
what's your
burgers. If I
wisdom
get
check?
burgers,
Wisdom, okay.
I smother them with onions. But I even get onions on the
Very
chicken.
good. 7.
And I'll tell them, put them on before the cheese.
As
I want them melted under the cheese.
are
I like
running to
my,
get
I like
the,
them raw.
carpet out, you
The onions,
leap
I like them
onto it,
raw, but I like them melted under the cheese, so they're raw,
and
but they're like
Your whole sense of
hot
awareness of your
because the
surroundings
melted
just fades
cheese they
from you.
cook
You feel your
into
entire
it.
body go numb for a second,
Delicious.
and you just feel yourself falling.
Fly down. Get him.
Great.
I go get him.
9 deck save.
Okay, you go and swoop down, fly. You manage to.
Is he conscious?
He's just staring up at this moment.
Very good. Go. I go
Very
just
good.
to touch him. I'm not trying to pull him up.
Okay.
No.
What? Try to grab
Fly.
him. Try to
He can
grab him.
fly. He can fly.
Fly.
He's like Superman.
You cast fly on him. All right.
Now fly, damn it.
He
Now
is
fly.
still just kind of standing there, not
Follow,
doing anything.
you
As you finish
fools.
casting the fly spell,
We are
your
almost
fly
230
spell
likes,
is
everybody. We need
concentration
21
spell.
more.
One up and
21
against
more.
Wait,
I see
you're
people
unconscious?
jumping in.
I don't know.
21 more, and we're nearing the end.
Is he okay?
What do we
Then I
got?
don't do that
30
because you can't fly yourself. So I do
we're-
grab him.
We're 36 minutes left.
Okay.
36 minutes left.
You grab
we need
him as
30
his whole weight
or
goes onto
21
your
likes.
It's been nice knowing you, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
I hate raw onions, but grilled. I hate McDonald's, but their breakfast hits. The McDonald's, I love
Can we
it.
see all this
I don't
happening
know if
off
they
the
still have it
side?
because honestly, I haven't been there in forever. But I used to love their steak, egg, and cheese. McDonald's used to have a steak, egg, and cheese sandwich.
21.
I don't know if they
You
still
rush
do. I
down,
remember they
dive in,
discontinued
grab
it
the
for a
back of his
while
armor,
and then brought it back
as you
at some
yank
locations.
up on him,
But
it just.
I remember it also got
across into
really
the other edge.
expensive,
You
where it
fly
was like
however, has plummeted
$7
down.
for a breakfast sandwich at McDonald's, which is nuts. When you can go to like a bagel
However,
place and get like a fresh everything bagel with the
shoots up.
works
You
for
guys have seen them
like
both
$5 or
plummet in
$6.
darkness. And then come flying up at the edge of the crevasse on your side, Tiberius clutching your brother, currently just staring off into space. It drop him down to the ground with a dull thud. The bridge slaps onto the side of the cavern.
Mop. That's Liam's sound effect.
And I
Mop.
am like trying to figure out what's wrong.
The magic carpet's done.
It just disappeared into the darkness below.
Magic carpet is lost, everybody. We lost the magic carpet. Yeah, it was a steak, egg, and cheese bagel.
Loved that carpet.
No onions, extra
About a minute
hollandaise
passes or
sauce.
so, and you come back to your senses.
I remember
good.
Taco Bell, it was 10 to close and 2 charter buses pulled in.
If I clean
10
my
to
gun-
close.
What happened?
Out of it.
What happened?
Yeah, see, White Castle is open.
They're still across
Now
them,
they
aren't
are limited, but
across
when
the
I
way,
was growing
there's a
up,
bunch
White
of
Castle used to be
standing at the
24
edge.
hours.
I wanna take a
Now
shot
the
at
one that I
that.
used to go to, that used to be 24
Okay, go
hours.
for it.
They close. I mean, they're still open until 2 or 3 in the morning, but they do close at a point, and then they reopen at like 6. So they're closed for like 3 hours. And I've seen them
23.
in those hours. There's people inside cleaning up.
Okay.
Like they close for like
roll
3
damage.
hours
As we
to
cross the way,
clean
there's
the whole
resounding-
place and then reopen for breakfast at 6 a.m. So they're always there, but they do close for a couple hours now. I guess it was like if you go around the clock with
20
limited
points of
help,
damage.
they
20 points of damage.
slack on the cleaning.
Nice.
So they're like, all right, we're going to close for a
You just see
couple
this
hours
blast of-
when we
of
make the least money
Red
and make sure
flame
this place
across
is
the
clean.
way, and the figure's just knocked off its
But
feet,
wait,
about 10
Taco
feet
Bell,
back.
the one by me now closes at 2 a.m. It used to be midnight growing up, but now 2 a.m. The Taco Bell's near me close.
for Percy at this point.
At this point in time, you can now see all the rest of the Durgar looking about, and they're all backing away from the cliffside.
And there's a McDonald's that's 24
When you come
hours.
to, the bridge is just
Like,
dangling off the side
like
now.
5 minutes away from my house,
But
there's
we're
a
all on the
24-hour
goblin side?
You're on the
McDonald's.
goblin side,
Not
and the
all of them are
bridge is
24
hanging
hours,
down
but the
to
one near
to
me is.
Matrix.
darkness.
Kind of did.
Who wants to have a picnic?
So how many are over there?
You only saw the one.
Is
And
he?
how many Durgar are left? How many
Yes, how many are left after all?
after they fell
After
into
all that.
So there's only
he's
one.
all
I mean, we knew
filled
that,
up
but
and
she.
kind
I
of
was
about
wondering what he would say. She's
25
like, "How many of
full
these
that
are
moment
left?"
that have all-
I'm gonna hang on.
25
to this,
Durgar.
Visually.
We
and
have the
I'm going to
Illithid.
Wait to take another shot until he tries to stand up again.
Okay.
So if he tries to stand up again, I want to shoot him again.
Okay.
But wait, you can shoot him while he's on the ground, can't you?
It's so much more fun to wait.
You can shoot
I was
him,
gonna
but
say.
it's disadvantage to shoot something
Since he's on the ground.
Yeah.
Disadvantage if they're prone. But he is right. I don't care if it's a disadvantage. I think it's funnier to do what he said. I think it's funnier to wait until he keeps getting up and just shooting him. Every time he gets up, just shoot him down again.
Come on, Von Rolo.
15.
15. Unfortunately, does not. Hit.
15 does not hit.
At that distance,
Bondage.
with the darkness,
Does
it's
I thought
very
it said
hard to
bondage,
beat
bacon,
that
egg,
point.
and cheese
So
on a
he
roll.
Fires off. You now see it drift
Bodega.
away, and all the
Oh, a
rest of Durgar
bodega,
now
bacon, egg, and
in the
cheese.
city.
One of my favorite
Um,
breakfast sandwiches is there is a donut shop down the street from me. Like I'd say 5 minutes away. There's a famous donut shop that's been there for like 100 years. They close at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So you could go there for lunch, but they're usually more a breakfast place. He makes homemade donuts. He's done it for like maybe not 100 years, but it's like 80 years. It's an old man that has been there forever. He's got to be like in his 70s or 80s, and I think he took it over from his father. And he makes one of the best pork roll, egg, and cheese sandwiches I've ever
At the edge
had.
of the rope, which goes down for a good 150, 200
He's
feet
got
or
like a
so.
little grill in the back. And he's there every
flicker
day.
of
Every
material
time I've ever went, my whole life, I've been going since I was like 5 years old. That dude has been in the back. Now, granted, he's only there till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so he has nights off. But he's there every morning at like 5 a.m. And I've never not seen him there. And everyone just yells orders. There'll be a line out the door, and they'll be like, another pork roll, egg, and cheese. It's like hamburger, the SNL skit, cheeseburger, cheeseburger, cheeseburger. It's like that, but with pork roll, egg, and cheese. They'll be like, pork roll, egg, and cheese, another one, another one, another one, pork roll, egg, and cheese.
And there, just
And it is
barely
one of
hanging
the
on by
best
just
pork roll, egg, and
haphazardly
cheeses
falling and
ever.
tangling itself in the ropes is how the
I
flying
get
carpet.
double egg,
As you float down, you now get a little bit of a better view.
and I get
as
onions
your
on that
shot
too.
is lit.
I always get
You can
onions on
see
it. I just love
about
onions.
Another 150 feet down below you, a little bit of a reflection of your light.
I love a biscuit,
Currently
but
just
not
kind of
so much as a
rippling.
sandwich delivery system. McDonald's egg and cheese on a biscuit with a hash brown, and the sandwich is the fucking move. McDonald's biscuits, I'm not a biscuit guy, but I will say McDonald's biscuits, they are so flaky and fluffy, they like fall apart. They're so buttery good. I'm just not a biscuit guy. Like my sister the other day made Red Lobster biscuits, and I had one or two just because it's Red Lobster and they're so buttery good. But if I was a biscuit guy, I would have eaten all a dozen. There was like a dozen of them at least. And I'm just not a biscuit guy. I'm not a bread guy.
By the way,
I usually always get double meat, double egg. I want as little bread as possible.
Water, how far down from the
I just need enough bread to hold it together. That's basically it. I need enough bread to hold the sandwich together. If I get a sub, I'll get like double or triple meat. It'll be like that much meat and then like 2 little pieces of bread. I'm just not a bread guy. I told you guys this before. My whole life, every Sunday, we had spaghetti and meatballs. My dad would get fresh Italian loaves of Italian bread.
The thing is,
He would eat like a half a loaf to a loaf himself. I would get like the smallest piece and just kind of dip it in sauce and eat it. I was just never a bread guy.
we could have avoided all of this bullshit if we.
I don't want to
didn't know,
fight.
and
I
if
don't want to
there's-
fight that guy.
Burger
If there's more
King's
than one of
biscuits are
these, then
better,
he's
but
gone
they also
to his
have
friends right
fake
now. I mean,
croissants.
Can it be good to put this
Taylor
down
ham is
ground?
pork roll, yes. Oh, it would, if in case people didn't know. The Jersey equivalent is the Taylor ham
Hang on, let's go see.
versus the bacon, egg, and cheese in New York. Yeah, pork roll, Taylor ham, pork roll. My brother, I've said this story before too, but my brother moved to Pittsburgh. He was obsessed with pork roll, egg, and cheese. Like that was like his favorite thing, pork roll, egg, and cheese. And he moved to Pittsburgh, and they don't. I think they do now, but for like the first 20 years he lived there, they didn't have pork roll. Recently, with technology and the future and the world not being silly, he said they now sell pork roll. But
It kind of funnels up into where the.
I
bridge
remember
was.
him being like, the first thing he wanted every time he came to Jersey was pizza and pork roll, because he said the
As
pizza
you
in
look down,
Pittsburgh
there is
sucked.
definitely a large
He was like, there's no
pool
good
of water
pizzerias
that
in all of
leads off
Pittsburgh.
into a
There's
few
decent
other
ones, he said.
kind of underground
But he's like, the first
rivers
thing
that
I need
spill
whenever
off
I
into
come
the
to
mountainside
Jersey
itself.
is a slice of pizza
There are
and a pork roll, egg, and
sections of
cheese.
the wall where lava is pouring out, where there seems to be some sort of a vent or some sort of an opening into some magma reserve, and there are about 3 of them that are pouring out and kind of drifting down. One of them is pooling and cooling as it hits the water.
A magma
And it's just
reserve.
kind of
We're at
perpetually
30 likes
growing,
officially,
massive,
everybody.
slow-growing
20
rock.
more likes. We have
There also
just
appears
as many
to be
people as we
one
need
that is
likes, but I'm
continuing
sure
a
all
flow
of you
that
already
leads
liked. We're also
kind of
down
back
to
in the direction where you
under
guys came,
30
but
minutes. Do we
There's one big
achieve
lava pool that is
the
filling
50
and then
likes?
kind of getting a little bit of light to the
20
inside of a tunnel that
likes,
continues further
30
down
minutes to do it.
at a decline. The opposite side.
Lava tunnels? What are you crazy?
Sorry,
yes.
keep going.
I
the
prefer
opposite
the
side,
bread
you can see
part
there's
with
a-
one slice of meat on a
small
sandwich.
outcropping and a
Total
smaller
opposite. That's how my dad
waterfall
is.
flowing
Me
down
and
the
my
side of the
mom
mountain.
are
Like another sea is now meeting
totally
the river
the
underneath.
same. Like, we
That is
love
just
tons
kind
of meat.
cascading
We'll go to
out
like a sub
from
shop.
the side of the rock,
Blimpies is near
dropping
us. We'll go to
about
Blimpies.
30 or 40 feet into
They'll
the edge of
do
the rock.
double meat,
On
and the
Cthulhu
Blimpies
side,
best is
on
already
side,
double
yeah.
meat, I think. So we get
I
like
take-
4 times meat
I
and
say,
like 2 little pieces of bread.
Tiberius,
My dad
give me some
will
light.
take our bread. Like,
And I take and I
I'll sometimes
cast control
I'll take
water,
the whole
and I
sandwich
just
and I'll take
the
all
pool-
the
the
meat
water in the
off
bottom
of the
of the
one side,
pool,
put it
and
on the
I
other,
bend
and
it
give
and
my
I
dad
pat the
the
pool, and I
rest
take
of
it
my
and
bread.
cascade
And
it
my
all the
dad
way
will
following
double
the lava
stack the
flows.
bread and smush it
Just so you're
down
aware, the pool
and do
is
basically eat all my bread
600
on top
feet
of his bread.
I can like part
I'm like,
seas with this.
Right.
I
so
don't
you
know.
can- you
I
can
just
part
can't do.
elements of it, but, like,
He's a
there's
massive
a
bread
large,
eater.
large
Oh,
body
okay,
of
okay.
water.
Well, I'm taking. I don't necessarily part it, but I take the water and I draw it up, cascading along the edges, following all
Any
the
of y'all
lava streams
remember
going into the tunnels.
The
That
other thing you notice is there are two
tie-dyed
trolls
potato
in
bread,
Melbourne
we
currently
used to get it from
trying to stay
Walmart in the
afloat.
late
As
90s.
one of them
I do not.
just pulled under the
I
water.
know potato bread.
Gets pulled
I
under?
love me, like if I'm having a
you-
barbecue,
You begin moving
I
the water
love
to the sides,
potato
and you begin to
rolls for
cool
burgers
some
and
of
hot
the
dogs.
Lava flows.
But I don't know
You
if
can
I've ever
see
seen a
the
tie-dye
glowing
one.
red magma begin to cool to a dark black and become solid. As it
Sandwich
does, you can see
stream
parts of
tonight.
it crack as the magma is still pushing out, but you're definitely staunching the flow.
I'm gonna kind of
Staunching the
push it,
flow.
there
We
you see
get
those
free
tunnels
lunch at
right
work.
going
I
up
take
into
out
the Cthulhu
half.
side.
I take half the meat out.
Yeah,
Oh my
there is a
god!
tunnel that's
I would
similar
take
that
all the meat.
the
I
opening
even have
leads
been
to the back, and there's a
my dad
waterfall
will go to the
that's pouring
Italian
out
deli,
from that
get
side.
fresh Italian bread, and it's like
Water
it is
flow.
delicious.
Lava
I'm just
flow
not a
going
bread guy,
down,
but he'll get
yeah.
like fresh hot
But there's like a tunnel
rolls
kind of carving out that
or,
way.
Yeah, like a
loaves
large
of
opening
Italian
that continues
bread,
further down.
Okay,
and he'll
I
get
take
like an
all of the
array
water
of
and
cold
really
cuts.
just concentrate it,
And
gather
I
just a
will
big
just
tube
throw
and
the
push
cold
it
cuts
down
on a
that
plate with
Okay,
some
so
raw
that's water that
onions
you gather
and
from the
mustard,
force into
and
a-
I'll
a-
literally
a
just
quick
eat the
geyser
cold cuts
in
with
that
no
direction.
bread.
It
I'll just dip
sprays
them in the
across the front.
mustard
You can see it begins
and
to
chew
cool
on
some
an
of the magma.
onion. I'm not even kidding. This is how I do it.
It's a
I
pretty
will
hefty
chew
flow.
on an.
You
I'll
manage to
cut the
slow
onion
it,
up,
and you do
but I'll like
cool
just
parts
chew
of
on
it,
an onion
but,
and dip the
it's
cold
gonna be
cuts in
difficult.
mustard,
It'll take you a
and
while if you're
I won't even
constantly
use bread, and
doing
he'll
it
look at me
get
like
the flow,
you
you need to
disgust
stop.
me. That's
You
not
notice
how
the
Italians
flow
eat
doesn't
sandwiches.
coat the entire
Like
floor of the
Italians are
tunnel,
known for eating a
just
lot
the
of
side
bread.
it. It's almost like there's
And
some
I
portion
like
that is walkable
will literally just make
adjacent
a.
to the
It's
lava.
not even. I wouldn't even call it a cold cut platter because I just throw them all on a plate like a mound, and I just
sorry,
dip
that
them
lava
in the
cake
mustard
is
and I eat
important.
onions with it.
Because of the
That is my
Yeah.
favorite thing ever. I don't
Let's
need
go to
bread.
the others.
If it's there, I'll maybe take a little bit of bread.
A lava cave is just a lava cave.
I fly back up.
Actually, there's a Popeyes right across the street from McDonald's, also not that far.
other troll.
Popeyes is good. I dig Popeyes. Potato rolls are awesome for hot dogs and burgers, even
Pulling trolls.
barbecue.
Yeah, let's not go down there where there's things eating trolls. Why don't we just
In the water?
We don't have
in the
Walmarts
giant
near
waterfall.
Wait, well, we're
NYC.
gonna have to go down.
Monster.
eventually,
Monster.
So, okay.
Why do we have to go down there? There's
I do that a
nothing
lot
to
with
eat down
onions,
there.
though.
But across.
I think I've told you
the
guys, one of my
way
ex-girlfriends
25-man battle
would
with
literally
a huge
gag
massive
at the
rock.
smell of
Everybody
onions.
keeps saying that
And I was like,
everything is
I
deeper
don't,
and deeper,
I never
so
said
think
this
we're
to
gonna
her,
have
but
to
in my
go
head I was like,
down.
this is
I
probably
agree,
never
Rex.
gonna work
Well,
out
hold on.
because I eat
All
onions
those
with
assholes
everything,
are
and
still
I
standing
like
on the edge across there.
like
Do we've
I wouldn't say
followed out of a fallen
obnoxiously
tower
eat
before,
them,
we
but
were all
I
able to do
will
it.
literally cut
Can
an
we
onion
just
in
fly
half
up and over those
and just
shitheads and go towards
like
the tunnel?
eat an onion
Not
with
the
everything.
eye.
Like whatever I'm
Yeah.
eating, I will just
Yeah, but
have an
wait,
onion
guys.
with it.
Can't we
And sometimes
go
I'll just eat the
150 feet
onion,
in the air
like
and-
I'll cut it
you
into
were
large
150 feet
pieces,
across that bridge.
or I'll
Yeah.
just
They
cut it
can
in
grab
half
us
and
from
and literally bite it like an apple.
try.
I've done that many times.
I was on
I've
the
literally,
bridge.
I never
You were
eat
on
it
the bridge when
whole,
it happened.
I
You
wasn't-
were-
but I've
But the
definitely
bridge-
cut an onion in half once and just
Right, you
eaten
were
it like an
about
apple. I, you know,
easily 80 feet
take the
across.
skin off and
Got
everything.
me. And you said it's 150-ish feet in here, though?
I have
to
been
the
known
ceiling?
to do
To the
that.
ceiling, it's about 150 feet.
At the arcade, Neil, at the arcade, we would have to chop onions all the time for the cheesesteaks. We would chop like dozens of onions a day. And if I was about
What
to
is
eat,
down there?
I would chop an onion in half, I'd clean it all up,
But
it'd be
there's
like
no
ice
sign of
cold,
anything
and I would just
intelligent
eat
down
pieces
there
of
other than
onion.
something that's eating trolls underwater. It could be just giant whales down there. We have no idea. There's no sign of humans at all. It's lava and death.
Lava and
Maybe,
death.
okay, can I go down
Jay,
there and look in one
have
of the
you
tunnels?
had an onion
Can I look in
burger?
one of the tunnels and
I've
see
had
if I find
onion
tracks? If I
rolls.
do, can we
How are
go
you
that
gonna go
way?
in the tunnels?
I don't think I've had an
That's
onion
lava.
burger. I've had onion rolls
there's tunnels
with
that don't have
onions
lava.
on
I
a
can
burger,
control
on an
water
onion
for at least
roll.
an hour.
So down there, there's.
But I don't think I've ever had an onion
going towards
burger.
the
I'm assuming it's
side
made of onions. Onions
No lava.
are for
Exactly.
cooked
There's
beef
another
and
cave.
potatoes.
There is a tunnel that
Kind
we
of
can
ends
walk
there.
through.
Is this the
I'll go
episode
with
where
it.
this and that
I'll go
only
with
agree
Vax,
to?
that way I
Don't want to
can
say too much.
pull
Please,
lava
Scanlan,
as
let
we
me
go.
look for tracks. Please.
Tracks in a river.
Tracks in a tunnel.
It's not a tunnel. It's
It
not that kind of
is.
a tunnel. There's water flowing.
Certain things I
There
cook
is
the
on-
onions.
on-
Like a
on
steak, if
the
I'm
giant
making a
cavern.
nice steak,
There is
I will
towards the side.
kind of almost caramelize the onions in the juices of the steak. I'll use like, you know, seasoning and spices, and then I'll kind of like caramelize the onions in the juices of the steak.
Towards the other side.
That's the only time I ever really
uh,
cook the
cavern
onions. Other than that, I
ends and
love
there's a
raw
waterfall
onions.
pouring out of the side of the wall.
Can't go in there.
That just kind of
Oh,
flows down.
there's a cavern opening.
No, there is essentially a hole where water is pouring out of.
Can't go in there.
We can go in
Not
there.
doing that.
There's water pouring out of it.
I can make that stop happening.
But what would we find in a tunnel with water pouring out of it? It's not like anything lives up there.
I would much rather face random beasts who are just random beasts than mine.
I honestly,
There would be no random
Yes, but
beasts.
Kima
I
did
have
not
still
fall
not
prey to
100%
random
conditioned
beasts. You fell prey to
myself
these?
that
Shit.
this isn't the Mighty Nine. For a brief second,
think
I was listening to Marisha and I'm like, why is Bo talking like that? Like, it has nothing to do with not paying attention. I'm paying attention. I just am so used to these people as the Mighty Nine. I literally, for a brief second, was like, why is Bo talking like that? And then I'm like,
Or
oh,
up and over, or at least getting
That's
past it. That
key.
direction. Then. That's four of us.
That's four.
All in favor
Pay
of
attention.
going into the
Everyone's saying
lava-
focus, focus
lava
time.
Flows
Water
to
holes
find
and
Water
fire
holes.
into the water holes.
But don't.
Tiberius, you haven't voted.
A draconian
Do
does
you
not
Switzerland? Come on.
It's
A
four
draconian-
against
A draconian
us.
doesn't vote?
We
Well,
gotta
I
go
don't
that
vote.
way.
I don't believe in our system. Anyway, that's none of your
What kind of
business.
belief is
Are
that?
you a communist?
Yeah, what kind of belief is it to not vote?
Okay.
I think that is tomfoolery. My
Now,
belief is
Tiberius
don't
can
vote.
fly,
That is
Keyleth is an eagle
horrible
who
for
can carry a
yourself.
gnome, and maybe my
Not
sister.
voting makes it horrible
leaves
unless
Percy
you're
and
just gonna
Groganine
always
and
do what you
Flying
want to do
Cock
and not
and
care what
Wild
other
Waves.
people think.
And
This
drink
doesn't
it.
I feel like
work.
not
We're going
voting
to the
is a
tunnel.
detriment to
No,
yourself.
no,
Ken, on the other hand,
Can't wait.
And people aren't gonna like you very much if you just do what you want to do all the time.
You lost
You
the
need
vote,
to
Keyleth. You
vote.
lost the vote.
Tiberius.
Featherfall.
Fuck it.
Featherfall on
They don't
that.
control us. Let's do it. We're going.
All right. So what?
Wow.
You ladies hop on the flying carpet.
Yes.
All right, back on the
You
flying
guys are
carpet.
Discussing this.
Wait, you're stealing a flying
The two
carpet?
ladies leap on the
We're
flying
just checking it
carpet.
out. We're coming back. We're coming back.
Throw a
Just
red one.
wait
Throw a
10
red one.
goddamn minutes.
They
Oh,
shout
Ryan was
as they
flailing around so
disappear
much
into
it
the
looked like
darkness below the
Marisha
cavern.
like almost got
Mindful
backhanded.
isn't on
Oh, that's why they're
I
throwing.
have a lantern.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have a engineering kit.
cool, yellow.
I've
All
got
right.
a
So you
lantern.
pull out your lantern as the two of you are going down towards the
right.
water. The rest of you
Part
kind of
the
stand
water.
at the edge of the river.
Part the waters.
Part the water.
I take the
follow.
river flow, where the water's flow is coming
Meanwhile,
out.
20
the mind
minutes
players
left,
are
everybody.
saying,
20 minutes left. We're at 19 likes
So as
to
you guys
go.
float
We need
down,
19 more.
the-
We need a like per minute
The
almost.
ogres are not anywhere to be seen. There's just a slight.
We're
ripple in the water.
making work, but we need a like per
As
minute.
you staunch the water supply of this waterfall, it just kind of holds it in place. Enough of the force of the water coming out is being balanced by the force you're putting back on it. It's just kind of holding it
Can
there.
you lower the water so? we
However,
can
as the water vanishes beneath where the waterfall was, you can see an actual small tunnel that's carved into the metal rock.
Oh shit!
Yes.
Oh shit!
Let's go
doesn't do anything yet.
It is there. There is a tunnel. There is a tunnel, everybody.
They're not gonna find anything.
This is butting heads.
I'm agreeing with Scanlan, and I am mooning.
It definitely takes a minute
So I'm
to adjust to.
Let's stealth. Let's be very quiet.
Hold on.
All right.
You can you turn
Alright.
into an animal?
Oh, I can. I go into a blood
I honestly,
Scanlan, remember when we had
Okay.
I probably would have leaned more towards there being a tunnel,
Antlers have like
but
advantage.
I'm happy there is. It's more exciting. There always is. Didn't we have this discussion once? I feel like on a live stream once we had this discussion where there usually is more likely something behind a waterfall than
You
not.
guys,
Like in video
you guys
games,
move-
if you
are
ever
you
played
staying
video
on the
games,
carpet?
you
No,
always
we're,
check
like,
behind the
hopping down
waterfall.
carpet, and I just want
Okay.
to look
And
around
half
for
the
rats.
time
I
there will
take
be
the carpet,
Okay.
No,
and
plus
then I
a
move the-
tunnel.
Well, I tell him all that stuff.
Zelda
You
had
go
it.
back down.
You took.
Take
You
it.
took our carpet.
Pretty sure the original Zelda
Get down here.
had a tunnel behind a
Oh, we're
waterfall.
going. Okay, you guys are joining us. All right.
I was
no,
following
we were
because of-
I'm
we
just
were
looking
scouting.
for tracks
You guys
right now, Tiberius.
Yeah, and I followed you, saw what was going on, took your carpet, and I'm giving it back to them.
So as you guys are,
You can't take our carpet. We're on the carpet.
Oh,
you
you
guys
just
have
hopped
stepped
off.
off the carpet, she said, and you
Sorry,
transform and
I
begin
said
stealthing in.
Oh, that's
As
right,
you're
we
doing
did
that,
transform.
you turn around
Okay,
and see
sure,
Tiberius
you
is.
Okay, you can now have our
carpet.
carpet.
So you guys are now at the bottom of this crevasse as Tiberius disappears into the darkness. Okay, we'll go ahead and roll. This would be survival for tracking. Just kind of get an idea if there's anything around you see.
That's just good game
16.
design.
You do see some scratches.
This could take a
into
while.
The mud
Say
on the
11
surface there that lead into the tunnel. You
days.
see like drag marks. You
7
see some footprints,
days.
And that's the best you can make out at this point in time. But the footprints appear to be
Can I do a
dwarven
Oh,
or
okay.
dwarf size in nature.
Can I do a nature check to see what the scratch marks look like? If they look like any type of beast.
The scratch marks are across the ground. It looks like just like fingers being
Hands?
pulled through.
Any type of residue, any type of
Not that you
slime.
can tell, no.
Can we see where the tunnel leads?
From what you can see, there's no light source in there.
We have the light. Remember?
So you take the lantern, you put it inside. The tunnel goes back about 25 feet and then stops. It's just a little alcove. You see within the
Well,
tunnel
that's not as fun.
a series of skeletons or bodies that are partially decomposed.
Oh God.
So it is
And
not
you see
a
what looks like
long
a pile
tunnel.
of rags in the corner.
Oh.
Were people hiding
Either
here?
run or loot.
No, go
What should
check
we
it out,
do?
ladies.
Were people
Meanwhile,
being
like-
dragged here to
No, no,
murder
I'm
them?
saying-
Or did people hide out here and die? Well, either way, there's bodies.
They're telling us not to be stupid because we don't have support. Should we be stupid?
Cave the tunnel in.
Rogue
Oh, I'm
says
so scared.
yes.
But okay, here's the thing. I remember another situation very similar to this,
It was terrible.
and it was the lair of one of those Ember Hulks.
Right, why don't we just go back maybe to the entrance of the
Vex'ahlia,
tunnel?
no.
what is going
No, no, no.
on down there?
Be thorough.
Ah,
You know what? I think we found the lair of an.
okay, that makes more sense. That definitely makes more sense.
Sure.
It's very like the actual tunnel is maybe about 5 to 8 feet across. It would not be able to fit a number hole.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Can I like?
Never
go
mind,
along
it's
the
not
walls
big enough
and
for. I mean,
see if I can
started
find
making
any
sense.
openings,
Bodies in
anything
a
else?
As
in a
you
cave
step inside,
that
you
isn't
can
very
across the
deep.
walls.
I started thinking it
What
made
you
sense.
do notice is the walls are solid. This appears to have been carved out over time. And as you move in, you begin to see the rags and the pile of rags. It's less a pile of rags and more some sort of humanoid curled up on the inside, unconscious, asleep, or dead.
Oh
Not
my
What
god.
is she? What do they look like? What do they look like?
You can't tell from here. It's just like kind of
Go
curled
in
over.
there.
The fact that Matt said could be alive. The fact that Matt didn't say it was dead, it's gotta be alive.
What should we do?
Why would he specify
This person.
curled up? It could. I mean, it could just be a decoy, or Matt could be like, "Yeah, you approach, and it's dead." I think it's gotta be not dead.
Can, yeah. A giant ape, I believe you can, yeah.
What if you turn into something big enough that it can carry me? I hop on your back, and then we throw something at it, and then fly away.
While you guys are having this conversation, because you're talking to each other, the
We were talking really
the,
quietly.
the thing in the corner kind of rouses.
Oh, it's definitely
and
alive.
Shoots up out of sudden like fear movement, looking about. You see, dressed in rags. You guys are seeing this for the first time, but it's familiar. Smooth head, purplish and blue in color.
Oh god, it's another.
A series of tentacles in its mouth.
It's another
A giant
illithid.
scar drawn across one of its eyes, and it looks filthy.
What?
And it looks desperate.
What?
And it's just and looks at the two of you.
Why is there another one? Why is
You
it
hear a sudden
scarred?
voice in your minds.
Oh,
No
fuck.
movement, just conversation. Say,
Who are you? Mind Flayer. It's in our heads.
I drop to my knees and I look at
It's
him
scarred.
and
I feel like
say,
it's not trying to harm us though. It's scarred and hiding in a
it puts up
cave.
the
Yeah, I
hand
feel
this,
like
and
it's
you see there's a
hiding.
flicker of
But why?
energy, and
Did the other one take it out?
barrier appears between
Is there,
you and
like,
this creature, and just looks.
A scramble to
I
become the
take
leader?
my druid craft and I
There can
just
only be
make a
one.
little flower. And I
Maybe it's
make
like one of those. There
tulip.
can only be one. It had a power trip and it got rid of the other illithid.
At the edge of the barrier.
Make a persuasion check.
I love when Matt laughs about it. I love when Matt is like, this is so ridiculous, but I guess we'll see based on your persuasion.
9.
Okay, 9 total.
That's not great.
No,
wow.
I'm not a very charismatic.
Yeah, it's
person.
not great.
It holds its place, and the voice once again hits your mind and says,
How did you find
Just the fact that it's asking us questions means to me that it's not probably dangerous. I mean, it's maybe dangerous, but not like evil.
Great.
Like if it was evil, it would have immediately been like, die!
We're not going to.
fall here? I will not die here.
We mean to help you. We mean to find our way out and find our.
This is not what I did not expect
Who did this to you?
anything to be alive in here, let alone one of these dudes.
Let's not die together.
you can see, as you get a better look at it, it definitely has a large scar across part of its face, and it looks to be wearing remnants of a robe similar to what Scanlan was describing. However, it is tattered, it is
Either
dirtied,
there were multiple
sullied by the
creatures
elements
like
and
this,
darkness
and
of
the other one had a power trip
liquids.
and got rid of this dude so he could run
It
the
also
show.
has this
Or
strange kind of metallic
is it possible
skull
that
cap
whatever
curved
is out
placed around
there
its head.
duplicated this thing
And it's just
and took its place? Like,
Peace, then.
maybe this thing was like
Reason not to
running things nice. Like maybe this dude was running things properly and this other thing,
Against your
like a
presence.
changeling, maybe a
There's a
changeling
slight
or something took it over. Either that or it's just
change in the
another
mood. You just feel-
illithid that took over.
Make a persuasion check.
Roll the shit out of that new die.
Roll the shit out of that new dice. Under
19?
under an effing waterfall, isn't he? LOL.
The barrier flickers and dissipates. It reaches over and grabs looks like a gnarled stick and pulls itself up onto its legs. Now, it looked like a small minuscule creature is now, even in this terrible hunch that its form is standing.
And he's got a
extremely
cane?
tall, like scraping. the
Maybe
top
it's
of
like
the
an elder. I don't know.
8-foot tall ceiling. In this
Even
tunnel.
Hi.
Takes
This
a step
thing
forward
is
and says,
huge.
Revenge. You speak of revenge. This is a language I wish to know.
See, revenge. He wants revenge.
Well, you found
Shot.
the right
Oh, there's a new person. Is that Daryl? Daryl Hill? Wouldn't dream of it and welcome to the family.
Would you like
Is that a new? I'm assuming that's a new
with
person.
us?
Like to leave this cavern?
Meet our
I think it's Daryl, but I've never seen it spelled that way. It looks like Daryl. Daryl Hill. If you are new, welcome.
There's a slight lurching
to
to it as it
Daryl
gives
Hill.
this horrible
Cheers.
guttural.
Friends. That's a word I haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah, the fact that he's talking revenge is making me think he was literally screwed over by this other thing.
Time that I can understand.
We're down to 9 minutes, everybody. 9 minutes. We need 19 likes. 18 likes.
Tiberius,
Yes.
maybe you could send that fucking carpet back down.
I'll be right there. I was trying to get the rest of the party here, but everyone's being buttholes. I fly back down with the carpet.
You take him now with the carpet. At the edge of this opening, you see Keyleth.
Is he gonna freak out when he sees
Both
this
emerge with
illithid?
A horrible tentacle face gnarled a being with the staff coming out with them.
Maybe it's like one of those
Tiberius.
type of things where like out with the old, where like you get to a certain age, and they're like, all right, your time is up, and they just dump you in a
About to
waterfall.
Looks at Tiberius and says, ignoring your question,
You have persuasion to the arcane.
Yes, I'm a sorcerer. I do all kinds of fun things with the arcane.
We shall talk.
Oh, very good. I'm always willing to learn. Seems you are very powerful.
My name.
Clarata? Like Klaatu, Verata, Nictu?
Can we call you Clarence?
Clarata? Claroto? Whatever the heck it is. If he gets your name wrong, it means you're part of the crew. Yes, I am very horrible at pronunciation, but doesn't that look like...
Join us on
It looks like like a Hyrule. It looks like Hyrule to me, like Darrell.
He's very thin.
Darrell Hill, Hyrule. That's literally what I thought of when I see it. It looked like the back half of Hyrule.
carefully
And we were
steps
just
onto
talking
the
about
carpet. Once
Zelda.
again, like its tentacles.
17 likes away.
Moving around. Its
7
mouth, its
and a
eyes
half
constantly
minutes
darting.
left.
It looks
I-
extremely
it's
nervous
looking like we
and
ain't gonna
almost like
make
a
it.
cornered animal that's just barely being coaxed onto this journey. And you see with each step it takes, there's a slight flicker of arcane energy at the tip of its fingers, like it's just prepared for anything to go terribly wrong. Steps onto the carpet and goes,
It's reminding me of Nicodemus from The Secret of Nim. Without the head. The head's different. But something about it, the way it's talking and they're explaining it, besides the
it crosses
Cthulhu-like
its
head,
legs, sits on the carpet,
Nicodemus.
holding its staff to its chest, on the far corner, staring at all of you, and says,
Go now.
"You
Hold
guys,
on tight.
you guys make your way up."
Look,
to
I
the
love,
top.
I
You
look,
see
look
your
at
party
Marisha. Go now,
over
and
the
she
exit
just starts
box,
flapping her
come
hands.
down to a rest as your party has now brought with you the stuff of nightmares.
That's the thing that I saw in the village.
Oh my god, everyone's screaming.
I would
Stop
say you leap
screaming
off
and
at this point, hovering about, and you can see like this crackle of fire in its hand, and it goes.
yeah, don't freak it out. Don't freak it out. My god, the thing is like ready to freaking kill everybody. It's literally saying arcane magic is flickering at its fingers, and we're screaming at it. That's the thing I saw. Kill it, eat its soul. Sorry, didn't mean to put it in capitals. Jay still gets Vero's name wrong. You got it right, Darrell Hill. I love that spelling. I've never seen it like that, but it just made sense that that's what it was. I didn't mean to put mine in all caps because I'm shouting it from the rooftops. Clarata. It's Clarota. Clarota. I think he said Clarota, but it looks like
The
Clarata.
least person I expected to ask a question. It kind of hobbles forward with its gnarled staff and says,
Apparently, the motherfucking homie Clarota. So people are excited about this character.
I was cursed with the mark of the arcane. My people see that as an
Oh, so the mark is a bad omen.
scarred it left to die.
How long was this dude there?
Let's destroy your hive.
No,
No.
you see, the hive is sick. The mind that keeps us safe.
They discarded him. This dude looks old. Has this dude been discarded forever? Like how long? How old is this dude?
One has come and taken the mind hostage.
Aw,
It has taken my people as its own playthings.
so it is kind of what I was saying, right? Is that not what I just said? Kind of, maybe, possibly.
Grasp.
and it reaches up and taps the metal on its head.
Oh, tinfoil hat.
Tinfoil hat. He's got the Magneto helmet.
We've needed this whole time.
We literally were talking about the Magneto helmet. I love it.
Easily escaping its grasp. They now are under the control of this creature.
We got us a Magneto
if we
helmet
find
or
this creature,
tinfoil.
we might be able to free your
Excitement
hive as
is a
well.
word. Someday we need to get Jay to try to pronounce
Be why I wish to
Zethyrus from Babylon 5.
help
Is that Zethros?
We are
Zethros? That's what it looks like to me.
Free my people.
Sense motive.
Oh yeah. Can we sense motive on it?
Oh my god, look
definitely
at Coco
can.
back there. Is the
Oh gosh. Okay.
I would do it.
oh my god, what is she
We should
doing?
also
Look,
have
she's
him
doing
help
craziness
us.
again. Look
I'll
at
put this in
Coco.
a group sense motive right now.
What will
Yes.
the-
Everyone roll.
She's
I
holding the
roll-
tree
what do we add to
and
it?
doing like a back.
Whatever.
Look at her, look at her,
Well,
look at
sense
her.
motive in
What
this
is she
would be
doing?
your insight.
Insight?
Sorry.
What are you doing?
Pathfinder to 5th edition.
20.
Oh my god, she's like.
18.
Oh god,
16.
I shouldn't have called her name. Now she's gonna come away.
16.
She was literally doing like a back bend.
Okay.
She was literally holding onto the tree and doing a back bend, and look, I've never seen her do that in my life.
Through your
She's been doing some weird
intense,
shit.
Grasping
I've
this
had Coco
creature's
now
disposition best you can is
for
alien
like
and
almost 3 years.
unfamiliar as its
I
mannerisms
got her
and
in May.
speech and
Like
interest
May
may be.
will make 3
You get the
years that I've
feeling
had
that it's
Coco.
speaking out
When
of
I got
desperation
her,
and
she
it's
was
speaking out of
around
genuine
3 or
interest.
4.
You piqued
I
it
feel
with
like.
the hint of revenge.
So I've had
You've
her
piqued
for
it
about
with
half her
the
life
idea
now.
of alliance.
But she
opposed
was
to being
so
alone. You get the feeling
timid
that it
and
speaks the truth.
like,
it genuinely
hid from
is
everybody.
asking for your help in freeing its
I feel
people
like
from
in
whatever
her
is influencing
older
their
age,
current
she's
actions.
becoming more like like I broke her out of her shell.
What's his name?
And now she's just like a lunatic.
Clarota.
Can we just call him Clarence?
Clarence. Someone said
I'm very much
Farscape.
interested in being
Who said
allies with
Farscape?
you.
I was literally
Might
thinking
we
Farscape.
have your
I don't know. Did I say
word
Farscape? Because I was literally thinking
that
of
upon
Farscape
defeating this creature, we
when
will
you
be
said
safe.
Babylon 5.
And as a symbol of our
Did they say Farscape? Maybe they did. I'm sorry.
dedication to
Oh,
you.
someone.
I'd
No.
love to play you just
Maybe
a little
they
bit
did.
of
I was too
song
busy
that
looking
might
at Coco.
heal some
Oh,
of
Jesus
those,
Christmas. She's right there.
wounds and
Scared the
scrapes
shit
that
out of
you
me.
seem to have all over your body.
Come here.
It gives you the dirtiest look you've ever received.
Because of the arcane.
Pretty good song.
Pretty good song. Come here.
Make a persuasion
You're
check.
looking at me like you're gonna eat my soul.
Come on, Burt Reynolds.
Like,
Ooh,
I know she loves me. But look at her. Right now she's just staring me down. Come here.
It takes a sudden
Come here.
step forward towards you. Its tentacles.
Come here. I know we're ending soon. There she goes. Come here.
Break out the.
It better be good.
Hi.
when I get that feeling.
We want sexual healing.
Clarota
We want
healing.
Clarota healing. I was waiting. I'm like sexual healing from
That's
Clarota.
good for you.
Oh my god, we're literally having the whole Clarota sexual healing montage. This is before Matt would say don't sing songs, I'm guessing, obviously.
Clarota's dancing. I
Make a persuasion. No, a performance check.
A performance check.
Hello, woman girl. What's she doing now? Now she's
18.
clawing the tree post underneath her and like doing Coco,
We
you're
all
so
got
rude.
In spite of itself, it stands there still glaring at you. But at the corner of your eye, you swear you see its toe tapping.
Oh, I love it. He's toe tapping to
It
Clarota
then
healing.
kind of, its tentacles withdraw, and in such a way that gets you kind of off-put, and the song comes to a halt. And this.
Whoa, is my comment blank or is it just my screen? I see your comment.
I shall call upon you.
Sam is always allowed to sing. They don't have issues. Ah, Clarota.
Many more where that.
Carrie M, what is up, Carrie? Like if you haven't, everybody.
Now we talk about how we
Kavarn. Yes, there we go. How we kill Kavarn, and we're gonna end it on
Go
that.
ahead and end that section, guys.
Let's talk about how we kill Kavarn.
That was
I mean, a
really
lot of people
interestingly-
loving Clarota. How has he not been in the animated show if he's such a popular dude that everyone's loving?
Thank you.
Did they just skip over that whole arc in the animated, or are they doing it out of
Curious
order?
ally.
I feel like this dude is pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
this
I
will be an
dig
interesting
him.
branching point for next week.
And Illithid.
I
Well,
know. We should make us hats.
We definitely need one for Grog.
This is the outro. I mean, we'll watch the outro.
I hope you guys enjoyed that.
The outro is like
no
another.
comment. You
It's
guys
like another
avoided
2 minutes.
Quite a few
Like if you
possibilities
haven't,
for
we're
battle.
16
And,
away.
That makes it very.
We could
dynamic.
possibly
Well done.
pull
You
off a
built
miracle.
prep on a
16
Durgar
lights
and
in
trolls
2
and
minutes.
A couple trolls and an ogre.
Like I said, I have had
listening
the
about
most
first episode
chaotic
was
last
pretty-
2 days in a
Pretty
while
eventful evening.
between Cobra Kai Severance and Yellow
Guys, thank you
Jackets.
so much for watching. Also, as a reminder,
Insane
there is,
amount of
Dwarven
edits
Forge has been
and-
doing an amazing Kickstarter
and
for
recordings.
its next set. I was a
I
supporter
did
for all of Dwarven Forge's Kickstarters, and I'm looking forward to
probably
break out some of
7
those,
hours of
Dungeon Tiles
recordings
in this game in the near
on
future.
top of doing
But if you
7
haven't
or
checked
8
it out, I
edits of
recommend it.
those
Go and see if you
recordings
can back it. Those guys are
immediately
awesome.
after.
The quality
Took
of their work is great.
forever.
All you DMs out there that want to run some
But go check it out.
seriously legit dungeon setups for miniatures and battle circumstances, highly recommended. So go check that out. I know I've already.
Honestly,
accepted, so,
it'll just make next week's
come join
live
me
stream
and one of us.
longer. Perfect
anyway,
too,
is there
because
anything else you wanna
next
talk about
week
for the
is the
evening,
first
guys?
time I get a break in like 2 weeks.
Oh
my God, I got so loud.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. I wanted to bring up
Every time I
International
see Zach
Tabletop
now,
Day.
I think
let's do
of
that.
Lady Gaga. I
On
cannot see
April
this dude
11th.
ever again without
We're
thinking
gonna be
of
live streaming
ass
Tabletop
thrusting
Day
to
from here
applause.
in the studio. Probably not as complicated a setup as this, but similar of a setup. For those of you that have not registered yet for International Tabletop Day,
Did you
go to the
guys say?
website,
I know you said he was like a
tabletopday.com
producer or something.
or org. I could
Is
be
he
saying
the guy that
wrong,
runs
whichever
Geek and
will let me know.
Sundry?
Just Google it.
Google it.
Angelfire.
I think you might have said this before, but I'm not 100% sure. I think you
you
said he was like a producer on the show, but he's not around anymore because they started doing their own thing. So I'm assuming he's like Geek and Sundry.
To have representation. So if you're overseas, go to the website. Let your local retailers know about it. Sign up.
Tabletop Day.
It's gonna be a blast. We're gonna have this whole building stacked to the brim. With people,
yeah.
board games, live streaming the whole thing.
Yeah.
Get in on it. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Do it.
Do it.
So I think that's pretty much it. Thanks
Yeah,
so much.
no
guys.
worries. I think next week we're going to try and do a Q&A after the game, so we'll stay for an hour or more after.
Subs only.
Subs only, get to hang
Subs
out.
only. So if you want to
Subs
ask
only.
questions next
Q&A
week after the
next week,
show,
everybody.
Make sure you
Subs only.
subscribe.
Yes.
So
Do it.
do it. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
Oh yeah, awesome. Well, thanks again, guys, for tuning in to Critical Role. Spread the love, tell your friends about it. I'll come back and join in the story, and we'll have more fun up next week. So, see you next Thursday.
Tune in tomorrow for So You Don't Have To, where Becca and Hector play the worst games they can find, so you don't have to.
Yes.
And then gather your party.
They play
where
the
we
worst
board
games so you don't
with
have
our
to, and
friends.
it's
gonna
called
be a lot of
So
fun.
You Don't Have
All
to.
right, I'm gonna. You guys can talk about.
I feel like there's another show like that.
So I'm gonna run back.
What is it? What am I thinking of? So You Don't Have to.
Guys, thanks again.
That's like
Have
a
wonderful
thing.
night. We'll see you soon.
I do it so you don't have to. What is that? What am I thinking of? Oh, I'm thinking of The Nostalgia Critic. I watch it so you don't have to. That is like the slogan of The Nostalgia Critic. I watch it so you don't have to. I haven't seen him in a while. I'm still subscribed to his channel, but I go through phases with some YouTubers. I had a time where when I discovered him, there was so much back content, like backlogged content, that I remember there was like a period of like 3 months. This is going back so long ago because it was when I was remodeling my living room and the gym, which had to have been 7 years ago, 8 years ago at least. I remember like it was around that time I had discovered it. Whenever I discovered The Nostalgia Critic, I went and watched every video he had ever done. I don't know. I was like super obsessed with Nostalgia Critic because I'm a nostalgia kind of guy and he was doing all the things that I'm nostalgic about. But then that was around like before that I had found Angry Video Game Nerd. Like Angry Video Game Nerd, I will still binge watch from time to time just to like have nostalgia of old video games. I'll go back like Christmas. When Christmas came, he did a new video bringing back the glitch. What is it called? There's like a glitch gnome or something like that he did a character like many, many moons ago. And it was one of his best friends growing up. And he brought him back. What is the guy I'm thinking of on Angry Video Game Nerd? The glitch something. He has a name. But he brought him back this past Christmas. And he had like a relatively high budget to do this video with him. And I went back and rewatched all his videos on all these old Nintendo games. Just because I grew up with Nintendo, original NES. And I love that kind of stuff.
Everyone, welcome to the new episode of Critical Role.
New episode
This evening, we
of
luckily
Critical
have
Role.
Ashley Johnson back in as her character Pop.
Oh, we have Ashley Johnson back.
Laura Bailey will be gone for most of the game, possibly. She might come in because she's busy recording a show with Will Wheaton.
What is that about? Ashley Johnson is back, but Laura Bailey is not. I forgot to tell you guys this. Like literally an hour ago, I got a most likely total well, it's not most likely. It's total bullshit on WhatsApp. Every now and then I'll get brought into these conversations with groups of people I don't know and I have to delete them. I don't know how it even happens. I guess they just randomly pull my number or something. But the group was formed by Bailey Laura. It was literally Bailey Laura, but it wasn't Bailey like Laura spells it. It was Bailee. Bailey Laura. And I was like, oh my God, that is literally Laura Bailey backwards, but, you know, spelled differently. And I know it was total bullshit because it said it was coming from like Barcelona or something like that. And I was like, well, that clearly isn't anyone I know. And they were like, hey, how's everything going? And I was in like a chat with them and like other people. And I was like, I almost want to respond because I think it's Laura Bailey, but it obviously wasn't. But what is she doing with Will Wheaton? Holly from Eureka runs Geek and Sundry at this point. That's awesome. I literally just finished Eureka. I haven't posted them all on Patreon yet, but I just finished Eureka. I think I have 5 or 6 more episodes to post, but I do one a week, and I had to get a jump on it because of Cobra Kai and Yellow Jackets and Severance. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to have time to do all these. So I was like, you know what? I only got about a month and a half left of Eureka. I binge watched like all 6 episodes last week. So I like around Saturday or Sunday last week after our last live stream, I finished the entire series of Eureka. But yes, Holly, great character. I think he left Geek and Sundry before they started their own. Yeah, he works for Geek and Sundry. Holly from Eureka. Oh, I read that. Let's watch it again. Also, Barcelona isn't a real place. Barcelona isn't a real place? How is it not a real place? I feel like it is. I am confused. There were a lot of scheduling blips in the beginning. Mike sent me something. Matt dancing again just cause. Simmer down now. Simmer down. She was only filming a show. Only filming a show of like, was it a show for like a show I've seen or like Will Wheaton's? Because Will Wheaton was in Eureka. That is probably how Holly came up, or I don't know. Actually, no, that's just random. Because you were saying Holly is running Geek and Sundry, and Will Wheaton was in Eureka. He's actually somewhat of a big deal at the end. Announcements. And then this one is almost 3 hours, but it doesn't start till 15 minutes. Oh, but no intermission. Oh, it's just straight through. Okay, so there is no middle this time. There's an outro, which we'll probably watch anyway. There's no intermission. All right, so that's good. So we do have 2 hours and 40 minutes. So I will do, we didn't hit the 50 likes. We're at 34 likes. So that's not a bad thing because we've been having really short live streams because of jumping into the 30 minutes. We've been like between the Patreon hour, I haven't even been able to do a Patreon hour. I've been doing like Patreon 40, 45 minutes because there's just so limited time, but this works out good. We'll have an hour Patreon. We'll do like a 15-minute YouTube and we'll have like an hour and 20 minutes for, you know what? Maybe I'll cut Patreon down again. Maybe I'll shave 10 minutes off of Patreon, make it like a Patreon 50 minutes. By the time I do the intros and exits, they're an hour anyway. And then we'll have a solid hour and a half next week because there's no intermission. But Coco, come here. Come here. Coco wants out. Coco has been patient. Coco wants out. To tell you the truth, I am starving to death. I have not eaten all day. I have had like little snack, like I had like some dried mango like 5 hours ago, and I had a protein bar this morning. I have not actually had a meal all day. Those of you who don't remember, I am doing my body transformation. I haven't had alcohol. Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday was the last day I drank. Super Bowl Sunday. So I haven't drank alcohol in 5 days. I fasted for 2 days. I told you guys I was going to do absolutely no food and just have vitamins and water. I did that for 2 days. I fasted completely for 2 days. Had zero food. I just had my vitamins and water. And then after like that, I was like, there's no way I could do Cobra Kai, Yellow Jackets, and Severance and run on no sleep without some food. So after 2 days of fasting, I was like, all right, back to eating, but healthy eating. So all I've been having is like grilled chicken, salads. I had fish a couple times. I have protein bars and shakes and stuff, but if you go watch the body transformation video, I weigh in, I strip down to my boxers and I weigh in. I'm not going to tell you what I weighed because you got to go watch it. That's part of the game. But my goal is to lose 10% body fat or 30 pounds by St. Patrick's Day. So I'm really going to cut back and try really hard because I have, from today's the 14th, I have 33 days. I think I have 33 days to lose 30 pounds. I have to lose almost a pound a day. Granted, I started like 3 days ago, so I had like 35, 36 days when I started. But that's roughly a pound a day. That might sound crazy, but if I really try and I work out and I eat right and I don't drink, I should be able to lose around 25, 30 pounds by St. Patrick's Day. I mean, if I don't do it, I don't do it. But that is the goal we set. Or 10% body fat, because I'm also lifting weights. And I'm like, there's a good chance I put on muscle mass, which therefore makes it 10 times harder to lose 30 pounds. So the goal, I did my body fat. I'm not going to tell you what that is, and I'm not going to tell you what my weight is. But I did my body fat, and I did my weight. And because of the lifting of the weights, I said I'm either going to lose 30 pounds or 10% body fat. So it's probably way easier to lose 10% body fat, being as I could pack on muscle and muscle burns fat too. So we'll see how it goes. Either way, I'm going to be in a lot better shape by St. Patrick's Day. Whether I hit my goal or not, I will be sober and I will be in way better shape, which is probably also why I had enough energy to do everything I do, and I'm still talking a mile a minute. But bioelectrical impedance analysis. Jay puts a 9-volt battery on his tongue. I remember calipers on the fat under. I remember calipers on the fat under or bicep for BMI. How would a scale do that? I have no idea, Clever. I kid you not. I have inquired about this forever. How do smart scales account for body fat? They said it sends electro waves or something through your body. All I know is I've watched shows, and they're not shows that are sponsored by scales. I've watched people I've known for a while that are into fitness and stuff like that, and they said it is legitimately accurate. They said they've done it with calipers and stuff like that, and then used the scales. And it actually is pretty accurate. Within like 80 to 90% accuracy, they can determine your body fat with these scales. I'm going to get a new scale where it's even more advanced, but the one I have right now is like it was advanced at the time. It was probably like 80 to $100. And either way, if it isn't accurate, then I will just have to lose 30 pounds. But it's going to happen. For $200, I'll do whatever I want, says the scale. Yes, for Clever, I guess you saw the video. Because the scale I want to try, how is that scale going to measure body fat? Explain it to me as if I was a child. Clever, I can't. Because I thought exactly what you're thinking. But if you watch reviews, and I'm talking reviews by trusted fitness people, not people that are paid off by the scale companies or reviews that are done by the scale company. I'm talking if you go to like fitness sites or reviews of people that literally call bullshit on this stuff. There are people that go out of their way to prove these things wrong and call bullshit. And they're like, yeah, like it's pretty accurate. And they explain it, but I'm just like, they're like waves go through your body and it knows what's fat and what's muscle. Because my thing always was, how does it know what's muscle and fat? Like, even if it goes through your body, like, how does it know? Like, I don't know. I have the same questions as you, Clever. All I know is I have it already, so I'm going to just do it and see. And my brother is doing something similar. And he did the calipers and then did the scale, and he goes, it was pretty accurate. Like, he went to his gym and they did it for him. And then he went home and did it on the scale, and he said it was like very close to what they did at the gym. I just don't know, Clever. I agree with you. I think it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Will Wheaton wants you to remember what G and S did for Critical Role. I've heard Madrid is real. I've heard Madrid is real. Matt Danson, blah, blah, blah. Though I'm more of a real Valladolid soccer fan. That's a lot of words that I can't. That's Spain. In Spain. All right, everybody. Well, I am going to go let Coco out because now she hid under the bed and probably hates me. I'm starving to death. Let's say goodnight to everyone. Clever name I made, Carrie M. We have Daryl Hill. Good to meet you. I hope you come and join us next week. We're here every Friday, usually at 5:45. We started late today. Daniel O'Day, Hollymac79. We had Marion Ravenwood, my good friend Neil. I saw M. Gormley, Colvin, Michael, Lasapaki, and Veroji, my moderators. We have Emily Mary, I didn't see you, and hello and good night to you. I hope you're doing great. Who else did I miss? I said so many names in a row, and now I see all the same names. Ninja Master, Patricia, Ninja, I hope you're doing good at Pizza Land. Rogue was also here. Star was here earlier. I haven't seen Star in a bit. Oh my God, Emily Mary was here way back. I totally missed Emily Mary. I see her going way back. Shane Barron, I missed too. I guess I got really into it when Illithid was there. All I know is Shane Barron was there too. So many of you jumped in. We didn't hit the 50 likes for the first time in probably a half a year. But I also posted the live stream, the latest I ever had, and we started it late, and it was an hour long. So we had every detriment against us. But like I said, I'm not too concerned being as Owl is here too. I didn't see Owl jumped in. But being as these episodes are short, we'll have just a longer live stream next week. So everybody, go watch Cobra Kai, Yellow Jackets, and Severance. I just did them all. I spent all day yesterday and today getting them done. And is it Friday yet? Is it Friday yet?